Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Sunday Night Geekery. I've got the ever awesome Clobberin Times here.
Hey, hello, buddy.
And of course, the very scary Dad Man Walking 55.
Howdy, Mark. Well, this goes out to Hungry Boy because I will make this my official Mark T with a C channel, except for Fortnite streams avatar, then to make Hungry Boy happy.
There we go.
You like that one?
Yeah, he loves that. He loves that one. Yeah,
Okay.
he.
Well, it is a classic.
He wanted to get rid of the banana football one, but that one's my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel. It's too much work to kind of shift avatars, at least to me over there. I got enough other problems trying to use technology. I did something for the first time tonight by changing a thumbnail. That's a miracle, but good to be here, Mark.
Yep, and we always want to welcome Dad Man.
Never that way.
God damn it, Mark! Jeez.
Get a good laugh at Clobby right off the bat. There you go.
I'm sorry. Let's not laugh at that.
And then, of course, we're going to say everyone is here in a second. Everyone's watching. But, of course, if you watch that clip carefully, Dad Man jumps in real life and his avatar in Fortnite actually jumps too. So he's one and the same. And did you see the new there's some new Peely, I guess, figures coming out this week. I'll be going to Comic-Con, which we'll talk about too.
That's
one of the And I was just seeing some new Hasbro Peely figures.
Oh, wow.
Which,
More toys. Well, I might have a surprise on that coming down the road, but I got to work with the missus on rolling that out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. So, but yeah, Peely, love the bananas.
So let's say hi to everyone in the chat. So we got Phantom Outsider. So hail to the Phantom Outsider. And Maddie's daddy's trying to put the munching to sleep, and we'll be back later.
Yes.
And, oh, yeah, in fact, the third season of Stargirl is out. I'm finishing the second season, but the third season is currently out. So, yep, we'll talk about it in a minute too. But I Stargirl's a thumbs up for me. Much better than She-Hulk. Of course, that's a low.
What is it?
Well, wait, I thought you were loving She-Hulk. What
Well, the last episode was infinitely better than the last one. I don't know.
What? You like infinitely, but it was garbage.
Yeah, but see, -1 times infinite is. I was going to do an antiderivative Jill math joke, but yeah.
I was glad to believe there would be no math. Thank you.
Sorry about the math. Yep. And hail Polly's Minion and Pupper. Yep. Everyone, check out the Polly. I'm tongue-tied tonight. Check out her channel with the Pupper. So let me put that in the links here. And of course, this stream hopefully will be Truck Drug approved. Yep.
That's a beautiful dog.
Very, very cute.
That is, that really is a beautiful dog.
Yep. It's got to be good company on the road, right? So that's let me get her link here. Let's see. And she does a lot of YouTube shorts, which are really fun. Yep. So where's that link here? There we go. Let's get that in here. So I was up in Maine for the weekend. I had some sea bugs, but not all sea bugs. So we got some pictures to show from that trip tonight.
We love sea bugs.
I know Clobberin Times does it. Yeah, but
somebody's forcing me to. I'm gonna give it.
Yeah. Hey, creepy little book. How's it going?
Hey.
Good to see you. And what else did I do this week? Yeah, so we went up to Maine. So we got some stuff from that to talk about. We got House of the Dragon. I've watched the 5th episode. That's been really good. I have to say, good stuff. I don't know. I know that's not Clobberin Tom's favorite genre, so I know hasn't been watching. Dadman, have you been watching that or?
No, not really. Is that the Lord of the Rings?
Well, it's not the Lord of the Rings. It's the
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones version. Yeah.
I never got into Game of Thrones because a lot of the thematic things to begin with. So I'm
not your cup of tea, basically.
Yeah, I never watched it either.
I'd be more to check out the Lord of the Rings stuff to mock it, but I've never gotten a Game of Thrones.
Yeah, well, I have to say, if you did like Game of Thrones, I've been pretty pleasantly surprised. I have to say,
but I will say
how good it is. Yeah,
to that point, Mark, because I've heard a lot of people saying that did like Game of Thrones, that are happy with this. They're actually happier than that last season of Game of Thrones. It seems like,
right,
and that it's moving in a good direction. Unlike the Lord of the Rings show, which is apparently completely different. So, I mean, that's a good sign that they actually seem to be producing something the fans wanted.
Well, I think George R.R. Martin has been working on the series, and that's one of the reasons the book's not done. So,
Finish the book.
It's all relative, I guess, but it's
and I think if I'm correct, the last season of Game of Thrones was done without him completely. There's 2 other guys that were going to be given a Star Wars movie that they didn't.
Oh yeah, it's never going to happen.
So,
yeah. Once they self-destructed, they were all pretty decent showrunners. Once they had the material for the show. But as soon as they ran out of original material, you can tell. And they said they didn't like dragons or fantasy or magic. It's like, well, you have your characters living in a land with, fantasy, magic, and dragons and trolls and giants and, not so smart, right? I mean,
yeah.
So, but
it's like they had the ability when they had something to use, but when they had to create it themselves, they couldn't.
Yeah. No, they were totally lost. So
tell me what to think.
Yeah. And as Phantom says, it's talking about some good stuff. First 2 seasons started with good, and if you like JSA, they did a good job. Johns is very good with JSA, but only JSA. And the Stargirl character was created by him in honor of his sister. Yeah, so his sister died, I believe, on flight 880 going to France. I could. I
forgot
the 747 that went down over in Long Island, and
it was a famous one. I just don't know.
Famous, yeah. And it was what was I'm not a conspiracy guy, but there was a lot of allegedly, people claiming that it was shot down. I don't want to get into all that, but that was that plan. Actually, yeah. And my parents actually were flying to Switzerland that night, so I had almost had a flight 800. Thank you, family. I knew it had an 8 in there, so I almost had a mild heart attack too. Until you hear plane crash, international flight crashes. So I can only imagine the horror of what those people went through. But so that character was created in his sister's honor. Let's share some pictures from the show. So yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed it. I mean, it's a young kids in high school show, but then it also has the Stripesy as the dad, I can kind of relate to, trying to deal with his stepdaughter who's a superhero, and he was a member of the JSA. So yeah, they have some new obviously they have new characters taking over the mantle. They've got Solomon Grundy is a fixture in the 2nd season, and I haven't finished it yet, so I got 1 or 2 episodes left in the last season. So something's happening with his character. It's pretty well done, and of course it was patriotic too. I couldn't believe it. At the end of the show, they had the big robot there. Where's Ironcast? He loves his big robots, and they had Stargirl and an American flag, kind of like the end of Superman or Batman. When the first Batman, when you got the American flag flying there. So very patriotic show, and of course it should be with their uniform there. And the JSA, they actually do a pretty cool job on the JSA. So the first episode has the JSA fighting don't want to give any spoilers, but the costumes are well done. Of course, it's
Mm-hmm.
CW, HBO, level. It's not movie level, but the story's fun, and they within that universe, it's well done, and the characters have some interesting tweaks and foibles, and they're not invincible too, which is good. They keep losing, which I like. So the characters don't all of a sudden boom get these powers and destroy the just take out their villains, and they really don't know what they're doing in the beginning, which was really which I appreciated. So I thought that was pretty good. And actually, Stargirl was she on Arrow, or was it Arrow, or was she it was a different version? I think it was in the Arrowverse. But nope, I haven't seen Shining Knight yet. Phantom. But she was in a version, or was in was one of the CW either Arrow or Legends of Tomorrow. They might have been in that. She might have been on that show. I'm trying to remember. But I guess it's the same. I guess it's supposed to be the same character within that universe with a new actress. So, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. I won't tell anyone. Right, I'll follow Clobbering Times. Like, don't tell everyone to watch anything, but check it out and see what you like. There's enough. I was talking in the car today. There's a lot of stuff that people love to complain about. Don't get me wrong. I like to do it too, but it's fun to talk about stuff that's good. Well, I was talking about my missus today driving. We're stuck together 6 hours in the car, so she had to listen to me. Just kidding. So we're talking about that, like people sometimes, in general, life in general too. Like there's a website next door which started out as like where to find a good plumber, electrician, or someone who could help you with stuff, and
Right.
now it's devolved into like this shit show of people complaining about everything all the time and who's doing what, and it started out innocuous enough, and now you've got the complainers that found it. So
yeah, I mean, for example, Phantom there, I don't think that's the only thing John's ever has done good. He used to be a pretty good writer. I liked a lot of his when he first brought back Green Lantern Rebirth, and for a while there, he did some, he brought back Hal Jordan. He corrected a horrible injustice which was done to Hal Jordan in the early 90s, which chased me away from DC Comics for 12 years, and he brought Hal Jordan back, and I did a lot of good, he wrote some good stuff. Yes, he's done some crappy stuff with movies, but comics, he was a pretty good writer, and he knew his comics.
Yep.
Got his faults, but yeah.
Yeah, and this, some of these characters are they've modified, the comic book characters a little bit. But they've done a pretty good job of the spirit of the characters. I have to say so.
Here.
And then they tie into the old school JSA too, which is fun. So Green Lantern is now on the show, but
oh yeah, he screwed a lot of stuff up in comics too. Phantom, I'm talking about before Screw 52. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Yeah, but he's right. Yeah, there's a new version of Green Lantern on the show. So I'm just started. She just got here's Hourman's costume, which is pretty good, I think. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I mean, it's obviously they always go with the spandex now, but at least he's not all armor plated. Like he doesn't have any armor plating on him, so.
No, I don't like that. I don't like it. I never liked that. And it's not this fault of the show. In the comics, they did that too. I never liked the black with the yellow helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, there's some interesting twists and turns at the end of the first season, which I really liked, and the heroes question themselves, and so that was an interesting, because the bad guys are doing something. How can I explain it? They're trying to do something with the weather, or to change something to make everyone environmentally conscious, let's say, but by doing that, they're gonna wreck the planet, and the bad guy, the good guys are like, well, maybe we should let them, for a second, they're like, should we let them succeed, because their goals aren't horrible in the future, the end result's not horrible, but their means are a big problem. So, but yeah, we'll have to see how this third season is, but yeah, definitely check it out. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a cow. Yep. So, but I've been, pleasantly surprised by. Oh yeah, and then John Wesley Shipp is back now as the original Flash, which is cool too. So he's playing Alan Streambrain. What's the original Flash?
Playing Jay Garrick.
Jay Garrick. Yeah, thank you. Yep.
Yeah.
Jay Garrick. Yep, which is cool. Yep. So he's older now too. So he actually fits the role. Yeah. Yeah, the good guys have bad guys have a long list of goals, but the execution will cost millions of lives. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Yeah. So so check out Stargirl. This is an unpaid solicitation. Everyone out doing the Stargirl show would like to pay me. Feel free.
Mark's very positive about most shows, so when Mark decides not to be positive about a show, you better listen.
Yeah, like what was not good this week was Shulky. All right, do we have one more episode left on the show, or
2?
We have 2 left.
2, I believe.
Let's see how many.
And that means this Daredevil won't be there to the end. For the very end of the second episode, then probably
he'll just pop in for like 30 seconds.
I think all those villains are probably doing something where they might like frame her or do some kind of crap, and she's going to need Matt Murdock to do something for her or what have you. Some kind of gobbledygook.
Yeah, so we got so Jen is going on dates again. So I guess we have here then in the quarter she's dating. I guess that's the garbage. That's the 2 things we get. So she gets he disappears after he ghosts her, and then mild spoiler. This is Wikipedia, so mild spoilers. But he's up to no good as soon as he ghosts her. Of course, why would he ghost her? Just keep hanging out with her. Then she's not going to be suspicious.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, if he's in cahoots with Abomination and his little gang, then it was a setup. If to get her out there, and then they wrecked her car on purpose to make her stay there in that episode. I don't know.
Yeah. So basically, So the Abomination's Abomination's inhibitor is broken, so he's got to go with a company guy, and I guess it's pretty ridiculous because they have
parole guy,
a parole officer, and the She-Hulk. You think we're the Avengers, or we gonna send out just She-Hulk to deal with the Abomination? And granted, Blonsky has been very peaceful, but he can still turn into a character that, he's got the powers and go toe to holes with the Hulk. Yeah.
At whim, by the way, for some reason.
Yeah, which he's not supposed to be able to do. So they encounter Man Bull and El Aguila.
So that part was Man Bull.
Man Bull. Yeah.
It's an old Daredevil villain. They pulled out some very obscure villains, and he didn't look that silly. He looked silly on the show, and he looks even silly in this year because this is much later. The original appearance, he looked pretty dangerous. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a minor nothing villain from the old.
He looks like a kind of a fatso in
this, and in the TV show even worse.
A comedic, yeah. You got the porcupine, which was kind of funny.
Porcupine sort of looked like he did in the comic, but not the Wrecker though. Wrecker looked terrible.
Yeah, the Wrecker is a big joke. Awful. But I mean, if this was like an Elseworlds kind of show where they were doing like a Marvel comedy, like spoof,
spoof, that would be one thing. This is
they
decided to make a spoof out of something that wasn't supposed to be.
Exactly. Yeah. So this
it seems to be the trend that they keep doing is everything becomes a spoof again.
Yes, but not in something that was initially set out. See, they're all saying, "Well, look, what's a comedy?" Especially, yeah, but you know what? This universe that they claim to be a part of was not intended to be a comedy. It had humor in it, yes.
Yeah,
but it was not intended to be a straight up comedy. They would have comedy in it. So you're making a comedy in a universe where a guy snapped his fingers and wiped out half of the living things in the universe. Half of the living sentient beings in the universe. Ha 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 ha. That's funny. Make a comedy out of that. It's like, morons.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been
garbage.
I mean, yeah, you can have comedic situations and fun
but not a fun situation. Show.
Yeah, so they're Now they're going
Especially
full
an
out.
unfunny one.
Now they're going all out comedy, and Man Bull was slightly funny, and El Aguila, they were fighting. I mean, maybe I smiled a little bit, to be honest. I mean, but
it's
it was
context, though.
Yeah, but it's just so they destroy Jen's car, and then so she's got to wait till it gets towed. It's all this stuff is ridiculous. Like, you wouldn't send, if you've got the Abomination and his inhibitor goes out, you're gonna have a massive response by heavily harmed people and tanks, and you're not gonna send Jen Waters out there and one dude.
It was gonna be just the one dude. He called her. Remember?
Yeah, it's just like
what? Not just one yucks out there to see if the Abomination is not on the list. It's so asinine.
Totally ridiculous.
And like he quite rightly said, wow, he called for help. But it just doesn't work. That's no way that, like you said, they would send a whole bunch of those guards, if not the Avengers. Of course, we can't have them, can't afford it.
Yeah, so it's
so dumb.
Batshit crazy, stupid writing. So yeah, you're gonna have major. What's the Marvel? It's not Damage Wrecking. Who runs the prison?
You probably
have Shield, right?
You send Shield to something like that, I would think. Where is Shield in all this anyway? He's a super powered threat, a mega level. So at least Thunderbolt Ross and his crew, the Hulkbusters.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have him on this house out, and you'd have him like on a secure, an army base or something. Yeah, maybe
some security around it.
Yeah, maybe he's, you're going to give him parole, but you're going to have some kind of security there.
This is a Hulk level threat, potentially. Shouldn't be out anyway. But again, if you're going to have him out there and he's on his own recognizance and he's got a little bracelet thingy he wears and then you lose contact with, no. It's just they don't think about stuff like this because they're too busy falling and patting themselves in the back for how funny they are, but making stupid show that has no intelligence in it, no real humor, and just men are bad and men are garbage, and that's it.
Yeah, so I guess
the guards in the vault. Okay.
Yeah, and I guess so. Josh secretly cloned Jen's phone and stole a sample of her blood on behalf of Hulk King after sleeping with her. So when did she take her? I mean, I knew that was inferred, but did you see her? Did you see him take? Did you see the guy take a sample of her blood?
No.
I never saw that. Right? I saw him cloning the phone.
It's tough to watch the phone. It's tough to watch this show. So I guess I could have not been paying much attention.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't see it, so maybe I was just wondering if they're saying that on this.
I guess it's possible.
But I guess that was maybe it was inferred. Let's see, episode. What was episode? That was episode 6. 7.
2 more to go.
So, let's see if we got pictures.
I'm having fun listening, catching up to the series through you guys. So I'll let y'all take the bullet for me.
They had basically what
there's
happened,
Man Bull.
Yeah, Man Bull. Yeah.
Wait, can you make that? What the hell?
It's just not even funny.
He's kind of fat.
This is kind of shit that would be on the tick.
The tick, yes. This is tick stuff.
Can you put the picture up?
Yeah, I can blow that shit up.
What is his face? It's like a pig nose, or it's just.
Well, it's a Man Bull. Yeah.
It's a Man Bull. And it's funny, get it?
Did they like cut the budget or something? Because I mean, you could have.
They don't have a budget.
You could have CGI'd a really good looking type of Man Bull in there.
You see, Dadman, they can only afford to have She-Hulk CGI'd a couple of times an episode, and when they do, you may notice if you watch it, she's always sitting down or something, or just standing there.
Oh, thank you for subbing Almighty Sports Show. Thank you.
Hey, Almighty Sports Show's here.
Do you know who that is?
Hey, it's an old friend of mine from the old Blog Talk Radio
awesome.
days. Hey,
congrats.
Hey, brother. They believe you Browns won today, didn't they, buddy? Yeah, man. You're doing good with those Browns.
And you know what's even more important? I'm currently
the Giants lost today. I'm just kidding. They won.
No, I'm winning in fantasy football.
Oh no.
Hey, that's
Mark
much
doesn't
more
care about
right?
the Giants. He cares about the fantasy football.
Because yeah, that's what I got.
You're kidding me. You don't, do you?
Yeah. Look, I got. Look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady's got 18 points to Mike Evans. Tonight. Doesn't matter. I don't care. Evans has 2
touchdown passes.
That's all I care about.
But he's having a terrible season. He came into this game with like a couple of touchdowns only, and it's like game 4.
Yeah, well, he's an old man, so
You know what?
he's in a lot better shape than I am.
Every week we're going to have to start our own sports roundtable or something, guys.
Yeah, but that means I have to get back into covering it. I don't even know what happened in any of these college games yesterday, other than Alabama. I don't think I watched
Syracuse won.
else.
Syracuse won.
Oh man. Yeah, well, I got railroaded. I could not watch any football. I got stuck with one game yesterday. It was the Alabama game because apparently my Sling TV and the mouse are having a dispute. The mouse is,
Oh yeah, my antenna. That's the only game I could really get. So
yeah, so
sitting here.
Sorry, Mark.
I don't even know what happened to LSU.
They scratched out a win against Auburn.
Barely.
Wow, and they're not even ranked.
To beat Auburn by the narrow margin they did was ridiculous because Auburn's not very good. And,
well, LSU's not ranked either.
Well, LSU should be better, I would have thought. Auburn barely beats some of these little teams. But
Florida's going to kick the crap out of them.
I hope so.
No,
You'll be on in a couple weeks with that one.
And see, today I couldn't even watch the Saints game because it was on at 8:30 in the morning here because of the stupid London thing. And I don't have NFL Network anymore. Couldn't watch it, but I saw all the complaints about how there were 2 horrible calls at the end that cost them the game. And the Saints do frequently. All Saints fans will tell you this: we always whine about the refs, but it's kind of true sometimes. I mean, you can't beat the Zebras.
No.
Yeah.
And I did watch those calls. I'm like, oh my god, they were bad right at the very end when they could have gone into overtime.
Yeah, it really at the NFL level, it should not happen that way. They're professional. They're trained. I mean, granted, they have outside jobs, but for what they get paid and for the training that they're supposed to go through, you would expect better performance,
Yeah, so but my son is actually co-managing the team, but 2 weeks in a row he's had some real gamers on the bench. Should I fire him or what should I dock his take?
You might want to.
I'm kind of like Clobby though. I'm like Clobby though. I don't get this fantasy stuff.
It's fun.
I never got it.
Yeah,
it divides your loyalties from your own team.
Yeah,
fantasy baseball.
Fantasy baseball was not too bad because it's 162 games. But I don't even follow baseball anymore because
me either.
No more tradition. And the last time I looked at Wrigley Field, it broke my heart with all the signage and ads in that stadium. But well.
Yeah. No, but the fun thing about this is, you can't let it cloud your own sports teams or who you like. But I've been doing this for so long. Like one of the leagues, I'm doing a baseball league, and we started in 2002, the year my son was born. So I posted to the guys like, now you can add a co-manager in Yahoo, which is fun. So I added my son, and I posted the board, the board like, my son, who wasn't born when this league started, is now helping me. And all the guys are like, "Yeah, we feel old." I'm like, "Yeah, we're gonna be in trouble if he wants his own team. Then he's gonna kick our asses." So.
To be fair, Dad, man, unless you're like me, I'm the only one, and all my friends who do like or watch pro football. Now that I know Mark's this way, now I'm officially the only one I know that doesn't and never played fantasy football. All my nephews that I used to watch all the games with and everything, still do. Mm-hmm. All of them. They don't have one team. They have 2 or 3 or 4 different fantasy teams. They're all really deep into that stuff. And
I just want to enjoy my team.
About it.
I don't want to have to stress. I agree. I don't want to sit here and stress and all that stuff. I want to watch my team, enjoy them, cheer them, play. I don't want to have to sit there and worry about this guy getting this and that game, and then I bounce 3 other games.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just like to watch the one game for the enjoyment. And
they talked me into doing it 1 year with them many years ago, and I was like, I just don't get this.
I got you. But then again, people are like Mark. They're brilliant. They go 12-0 1 week, and then they think they know everything about sports ball, and they go.
I used to love to pick the games for fun. I used to actually bet money on them in the 80s and 90s, and I stopped doing that.
Mark stole and he even think culture is with that frame. Mark, there you go, Mark.
Where's culture?
Yeah, in the bottom left of the picture, that was the week that culture was the guest on that one.
And, I can't see him.
Right,
you got to chat over him something. Oh.
There, Mark.
What was his numbers?
I think culture. I was 9-1, 8-1 that week. Culture was. I was 9-1. Culture was 8-2 that week. But Mark still has the record 12-0. 12-0.
So
and
he can't let you forget that.
Listen, Mark was so excited he busted my glory on my own stream about his 12-0.
But you weren't picking spreads, right? You're picking straight up.
No, just straight up.
No
winners.
points. No points.
Yeah.
It's all for fun and screw around. Like I tell everybody, you don't want to trust my picks sometimes because I got burned by Texas A&M again this week. So
you want to trust my picks?
Yeah, trust Mark. Yeah.
So I'm just having fun with that because I'm, I follow sports, but not religiously, not like some people. So that was a fun one. But I do also do a pick'em league, and I did win that a couple of years ago.
I used to like that kind of stuff. I like picking games.
Yeah. So the picking the games, like a couple of years ago, the year that I won, I picked against Tom Brady in the in the championship game, and everyone went with Brady. I'm like, hey, well, everyone's going to pick Brady, and was it Tampa in the game or was it New England? I can't remember now. I think it was Tampa. And I'm like, I'm going against Tom Brady. It turned out to be then it won me a nice little amount of I won $100. Let's just say that.
Wow.
So
you know what? Have you ever done the fantasy? Have you ever done the pools with the squares?
Oh,
wow!
You almost got another Brady to Evans, but he got the crap knocked out of him.
Wow!
Yeah,
that hurt.
He got jacked. Whew.
Oh man! Ouch!
So that
Brady did, or
no? Brady Evans got his head knocked off.
Well, I'm behind.
And they called a personal foul on it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on now because it's.
You have both of them.
Well, I'm behind because I streamed the game.
You have both of those players. You have both Brady and.
No, just have Evans. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, you almost got one. He got.
Yeah, that's
pretty obvious. He's a scumbag, so he deserves it. But still, look at this hit right here. Woo!
Oh, that's
an old school hit. That's a Mel Blunt.
That's an old school. Yeah, that's an old school.
It was clean. He that shouldn't have called that. He got underneath him. He didn't get into his head.
Well, you got to see what on the replay, but
I saw it. He didn't got up under there with his
sometimes
shoulder.
Sometimes if it looks too violent, they'll give you a penalty. They'll give it if it looks too if it's too like I'm a big hockey fan too, and sometimes they'll like a clean hit. It's just the guy levels the other guy, and they're like, well, it's got to be dirty, and then you watch it. And it's shoulder to shoulder.
This was shoulder up under there up to the chest. It was not a.
Well, unless they're saying there's a new rule with the defenseless receiver. Yeah, there's a new rule with the defenseless receiver. So if the guy, you got to let the guy.
Not that new, but yeah.
Yeah, but
that's where I agreed. I don't like Clobby. In the old days, your point was to not the guy's. Can I say jockstrap up into his head so that he didn't come across the middle?
Oh God,
like he owned the thing. Yeah, it's like, but that's the way the game was. And it's played so much more differently now because now they don't have to worry about getting hit like that. Now the bigger issue is the question about safety, this, that, and the other. But I mean, ultimately, if you really wanted safety, why not? I would say somewhat half mockingly, but let's just change everything to flag football. I mean, let's do away with hitting completely. Let's do, those type of things. There. I mean, why not? Why not play the game in a way that it's supposed to be? Because this thing, the defenders
are not.
And if you look at so many times, the defender gets called for targeting or illegal hits when they're going to make a tackle. The way they're changed, but the offensive guy is falling down or drops down, and there's no way you can pull up or stop your body. You can't. You're penalizing people for just basic physics. I mean, when a dirty hit. When there's a dirty hit. When somebody's spearing. In the old days, we called it spearing. When that is. Most of 90% of what's now 95 is not like that. It's close enough to review it. And then what they do now is a lot of it is they'll still charge you with personal foul. Even if they review it, say it's not targeting, you still got a 15-yard penalty and a first down to the other guy. Yeah,
well, the thing is they want more offense. I mean, same thing in hockey, baseball. I was looking up the 1927 Yankees just because, comparing home runs and Babe Ruth and, Aaron Judge going for home run number 62, which I guess he still hasn't gotten. The baseball games were in the World Series in 1927. Guess how long the games were? 2 hours and 15 minutes was the maximum game length of the World Series, any World Series game in 1927. So of course, no TV commercials. I guess no batters getting out of getting out of the batter's box, and
well, that's the
pitchers
thing,
taking
Mark.
forever.
Mark,
2 hours and 15 minutes for the game.
But part of that, Mark, is why don't they quit doing so many commercials? I mean, there's things like that. There are things like that end up causing these games to go longer. I'm sorry, stepping off the pitcher's mound has been the pitcher's way of slowing the batters down. It's part of the strategy. It's part of the game. I mean, why? If you want to do it, let's just make everything a video game. And I think that's the problem is on a larger level, it's affecting the coaching too with these games, because everything is turning into a Madden, a video game football nowadays, where you put up 70 points and everybody runs a play in 10 seconds. There's never strategy for being defensive, for slowing down, or just playing the game the way it's meant to be played. And it's affecting the coaching. Like Clobby's friend at Mississippi State, Mike Leach, likes to go for it all the time on his side of the 50. The Gators have I know. I said that. But like the Gator coach against Tennessee got lucky because he tried to be like Les Miles by going for every fourth down.
Mm-hmm.
And when it doesn't work, you get burned. But I'm afraid the game's changing for the worse because of a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, so I was wrong. I was off 5 minutes. The longest game was 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Hey there, Gap After Dark and JD Lewis.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Happy Sunday, everyone. Yep. But so that's as far as sports ball goes. It's like they want
sports ball.
It's all good. We talk about everything here, but I mean, this Phantom says they need the commercials, so you're not going to lose the commercials, but they really need to rein in. I guess next year they're putting a time counter, and a lot of it I don't think is on the pitcher too. A lot of it is on the batter. Like the batters, when you play Little League, you never got out of the batter's box. I mean, so. Nowadays the guys walk around every pitch. They walk around, like 10, 15 seconds. So, and they're all day games too. Yep. So no stadium lights. Yeah. So the attendance wasn't as good too. That's the other thing. So attendance wasn't as good in those days. Hey, Captain James T. Skywalker.
Captain James T. Skywalker.
How's it going?
Do you remember when Wrigley Field was like the last stadium to put lights in?
Yeah, Wrigley was. Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh, and thank you. I gotta thank you, Gap. He says my fave Sunday show on YouTube. Wow, that's a high compliment. Much appreciated. Thank you very much, because there's some good stuff on Sunday night. Yep.
Well, on this stupid scene right here at Seaball, here's another thing. Dude. Remember when this was supposed to be Abomination? Blonsky was supposed to be going to this retreat with all these 15 or so women or something that he conned into buying it for him. There was no mention that there would be quote unquote D-list supervillains hanging around. What's that all about?
Why would they let these people anywhere near him?
They don't know their own show. They've forgotten stuff on the show before. Like they would do some one episode, an episode, totally disregard what they set up in another one because they don't even understand. They don't have any organization running this show at all. You're supposed to just automatically accept that we've got these dopey D-list supervillains hanging out with pathetic ones hanging out with him now.
But plus, if you're on parole, you're not going to allow.
He's not supposed to be hanging out with supervillains, is he?
Yeah, I mean,
why are they there?
But is it just me, or look at the quality? Bull Boy is bad enough, but that's like a discount bargain bin. You pulled something like that out of.
You should see Porcupine.
But but that's so bad with that. But even the guy on the car was like, that just looks cheap, plasticky. It looks like a bad 70s Halloween costume.
It's just all a joke. And that's about as much all the She-Hulk action you get in the whole thing right there.
Holy cow.
And actually there's a body double I saw who's like 7 feet tall playing the She-Hulk in some of the live action.
They save on CGI everything they can, man.
Yeah, and they cover her arms, which is smart too, I gotta say, in terms of if you're gonna do something. So some of the stuff they're covering it up.
Scenes with her as She-Hulk. Other than that, right there, she's sitting down. She's it's never. Look at that right there.
And why would she shrink back that quickly? Why don't you stay? You'd stay superpower. That was the big flaw I always found with the X-Men movies.
She stayed that way.
Yeah, she wanted to be that way too for a while.
Yeah.
But we were watching, the X-Men movies and Colossus, He's only stays in Colossus form for like a few seconds. It's like fighting.
Yeah, I hate
Was
that
it X-Men? One of the movies, and they're like, it's kind of a dangerous situation, and he only stays as Colossus for a few seconds. Like, crap! If there's some danger out there, I'm keeping my ass as Colossus. I'm like, oh, this is a budget move,
It's a budget move.
So it's cheaper to have her. She's not going to change back to Jen here. She would stay to She-Hulk to yell at these guys.
See.
Why? There's a reason Tim Roth is Tim Roth. Whenever we don't get to see him as Abomination, there was like one little shot, I think, in that that second episode or something, maybe for third, where he has to show that he could turn into him, but then he doesn't.
Yeah,
he goes
does.
back
it
right
comes
there.
back. Yeah,
he had the shot in Shang-Chi where he was there for fighting for a couple of seconds, but they're saving money on that big time too. He's just Tim Roth collecting a paycheck.
Yeah. It's small times that She-Hulk is an abomination. Yeah.
Yeah, the show isn't about him. He's terrible.
Yeah, so I kind of smiled at
not exactly someone to be trusted. Yes, Phantom Outsider. And even if you just use the one from the movie though, Phantom, like the Tim Roth played in the Incredible Hulk movie, which I thought was okay. He was a soldier.
Yeah.
And his body was destroyed by the Hulk, remember? And that
he was like
he
was like the first Captain America, they inferred in some ways, or second Captain America. Sorry, with the super soldier
serum or whatever. Then the leader, basically Samuel Stearns, gave him more, whatever, turned him into the Abomination. Well, but I don't care if there's something in the comic now or later when they made it to where he could turn back. I liked those days when he was just the Abomination and that's it. He couldn't change back. And he was an ill-tempered so-and-so that just wanted to fight the Hulk all the time.
What about Rick Jones's A-Bomb? Was that one of your favorite characters, Cloudburn Times?
Oh, what?
A-Bomb. You never saw the blue version of the Rick Jones Abomination.
Yes, I've seen him.
You've seen it, yeah.
I don't think was it Peter David?
I don't know. Was that Peter? I think Peter David had left the book by that time. I think.
I don't know. He was on it for quite a while.
So I kind of smiled at this mildly. I mean, but just in the context of what was happening, not the show. Like it's just so bad that I kind of laughed at it, I guess. Not that the scene was funny. It was just like, this is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it might be the leader at that last episode. If that's true, though, Small Time Republic, that means the leader basically is running that website that they're saying is being run by basically this website that they keep referring to. It's meant to refer to us sitting here. In other words, fans who are critical of this shows like this and stuff. That's who this. That's the immaturity of these idiots making the show. They've decided to actually, and they've done it in a couple of episodes. Take swipes at people, I guess, for lack of a better term, like us, who criticize their garbage. Imagine that, huh? They're so petty that they actually write their critics into their show.
Well, that was this show here had not this episode, but a few episodes ago they had all the I showed it on Clobby's Clubhouse, the clips from making fun of all the internet wars and
yes, you did. That was in the second or third one, but they did it again last week. Well, they talked about this website.
I guess I was falling asleep when I watched.
I'm so sorry. I'm that bull boy is just. Oh God, that's just like this. That's like you don't even give it crap. I'll clean up my language for that because I want us to go stronger because that's not even caring about your damn. I've heard complaints about that, but it's seriously, that's like a bad Halloween. That is so low budget. You don't expect that out of a major corporation bankrolling this stuff. My wife, Mrs. to her credit, could build a better bull boy because she care about it.
Well, they're not supposed to be building a good. This is for yucking it up.
Anyway, sorry about that. I don't even watch the show. But just looking at the picture and the guy with the mask again. No matter what view I see him in, what is with all the plate? It just doesn't look good. I'll stop. I'm sorry. what's so bad is that I'm reacting this strongly, and I don't even watch the show. But it truly is that bad. I understand why people say what they say about it now.
So are you saying it's as bad as our favorite as this episode?
Okay, you know the other clip you need to play if you played that one.
Alamo count to 4. Alamo count to 4.
Alamo then 3 more. Alamo if you can see. Alamo you'll come with me.
Alamo, you'll come with me.
She is a better actor than anything I saw just watching those pictures. Yes, I love Alan much better than what I saw there.
What's the name of that episode? I'm going to do a poll. All the way home.
Go away home or something home or something. Move along home. Yeah, move along home.
Yeah, move along home. Yeah.
Okay. Does this look like that character to you? This is one of his. Not his very first appearance. He looks pretty menacing to me, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got he looks tough. It's like the other thing looked like a joke. I'm sorry, Kyle. I shouldn't get this worked up. I don't even watch the damn show, but the other thing, anyway, it's just bad. It's like, and I don't even care about it, but it's that bad. It's like I now have sympathy when people say it looks like they don't even care.
They don't care. They just hate. They hate the material. This is people who hate the fans of this material and hate this material.
And see, this character, I'm seeing what you have here. This character here is like you said, menacing. Looks tough. I don't think that She-Hulk's just going to grab him by a horn and roll him over like we just saw in that scene. There's going to be a fight. Yeah.
I mean, imagine Daredevil. That's a pretty tough opponent for a guy like Daredevil.
Now he'll probably beat the crap out of Daredevil.
Look, he's pretty powerful. Yeah.
No, yeah, I know. It's
so anyway,
it's definitely a scary character.
Now it's a joke.
You guys got me. You guys managed to do something successful to get me to talk about a show I have not watched. But just looking at it, it's like I understand why people are complaining.
So I want to know. I mean, you say what you want about El Aguilar. At least he looks closer to the way he's supposed to in the comic book. It may be a cheap-looking suit, but Man-Bull's horrible. And I want to know which, because these are very obscure characters, especially El Aguilar or whatever. Okay, and the vampire dude whose name I can't even remember, and Porcupine. These people don't know comics, so where are they getting this kind of stuff? Are they just like messing around with the Marvel Handbook of the Marvel Universe? They were like looking at the villains book, like the cheap villains, the backbenchers. It's fine. Just characters they can make fun of.
It must be, I think. I mean,
because El Aguilar, I think, popped up in a Power Man and Iron Fist comic a couple of times or whatever. That, and Man-Bull would fight Daredevil and some other people, but they're not guys. Porcupine fought Ant-Man for God's sake, and maybe I think he joined them with one of those mutant groups or whatever. I think he's a mutant. I can't remember, but it's just they're nobodies. And the Wrecking Crew. Oh God, the Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, they destroyed the Wrecking Crew. And, I love the Tick. And I think, if you haven't seen the Fox live action version of the Tick,
this is like that.
There's 9 episodes. This is like that, but it's just masterfully done.
Funny.
It's just so hysterical because they're, they're making fun of existing heroes, but they're not using,
right. And
it's Batman Manuel. It's on the TV show. It's supposed to obviously Batman. They've got Liberty Lass. Deflator Mouse. Yeah.
I love the Deflator Mouse.
On the show they call him Batman.
I know that's what
unfortunately, yeah, I know. So yeah, but all the characters are, and the Tick. Who the hell knows? Who do you think the Tick is supposed to be? I don't know, but everyone else, is
who they're supposed to be. Who they're based off of. Yeah.
Well, the Tick had the buddy that was the accountant, right?
Arthur. Yeah, the accountant.
Arthur. Yeah. When I got married, the missus and a friend of her kept calling me Arthur. So,
Mexican Iron Man. Yeah, Mexican Iron Man should cosplay Arthur too, right?
Yeah, or at least Alf.
Or at least Alf. Yeah.
He loves Alf. No, he hates Alf actually.
But so there's no. Maybe I smiled a couple times, but just because of the lack of getting it done, shall we say? And of course, I guess I'm trying to remember the comics too. Like if Bruce got hurt, wasn't he basically like he would prevent his the Hulk would prevent his body from getting hurt?
Yes.
in the Banner form, like you could never even put a needle into his arm, if my understanding was correct,
Even
right?
Well, put it to you like this. Remember the scene in the movie now? We're just talking Hulk movie. In the Avengers, they said, I got low. I put a bullet in my mouth and the other guy spit it out.
Yeah. Yep. So the Hulk. So I guess the She-Hulk maybe is a little different.
Why?
Of course, we know because she doesn't have two split personalities. I guess.
What do you mean, as far as taking blood or something?
Yeah, taking blood
You
or
could take
protect.
blood from Jen,
I guess. All right. So
but I don't know if he got her blood or not. Did he?
well, in the first episode, Hulk Banner does
Well, he did.
have her blood, and he destroys it. That was a major problem. He's like, "Yeah, your blood is
Right,
too
he
dangerous, so
destroyed
just destroy it." Yep.
So you think what's his face, got blood from her somehow? Maybe he found a discarded, you know what?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he took her, because originally they tried the syringe obviously wouldn't go through. So, so the
Wouldn't
missus
go
is
through the She-Hulk.
the She-Hulk, but not
But
maybe Jen. I
it
guess.
would.
I'm just wondering. It's a
I don't
geek
know how he
nerd
would.
question.
The thing is he wouldn't. She'd know it if she tried to get it from her if he was awake. So he had to get blood sample another way.
Yeah, I remember like Luke Luke Cage. They had to go through his eyeball in the series. They went through the eyeball in the series because everything else was indestructible. So you couldn't pierce the skin.
You know what you've done tonight, Mark? You've actually managed to get me to actually become addicted and love Alan Moraine now. Like just not even watching the show, just looking at costumes. That's how bad.
There we go.
You're evil, Mark.
And Mrs. says, "Do we have to pick one? Yeah, which is better? Yep, I could maybe pick if yes, this is worse. Just
what's the choice? Had to pick one. What?
Which is better? She-Hulk Attorney at Law or DS9 Move Along Home?
Yeah, Mark put a poll out.
At least DS9 has a lot of great episodes. She-Hulk's all garbage.
Oh, you know what I love with that the DS9 one though is and I can't remember what's her name again. The number 2,
Kira.
Yeah,
Kira Nerys.
I love that actress pulled that. She sounds so angry when she said that at the end. It's like, it came through great. That's the one part I think of that I really love is that, if she was really annoyed, she really did it good. Yeah.
Somebody ought to play it again.
Yep.
Yeah, I think someone was asking for that in the chat. Was that did we hear that again?
I don't know. But
yeah, I think someone just someone asked for it. So yeah, you ask, you shall receive. Yep.
I'm going to go back.
I'm talking about the with them doing it though. The crew.
Oh, the crew. Yeah, we need that one, right?
Yeah,
count to 4, Alamarain,
Count to 4, Alamarain, then 3 more, Alamarain. If you can see Alamarain, you'll come with me.
Alamarain, you'll come with me.
They did not look happy.
Yeah. I've seen that look.
He said it, hasn't he? At least Avery Brooks has said that. He said it was one of the worst things ever. It was the worst thing they ever had to do.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. It was embarrassing.
But they're professionals and they pulled it off. Yeah.
Absolutely. They did. Well, that's why I said the way if she was angry about it, she really did a good job with it because it came.
Well, yeah, that's called acting.
Yep, absolutely.
And we haven't gotten to see Jen in her superhero outfit yet either.
We haven't seen her act like a superhero. She hasn't done anything superhero to deserve one. I mean, she's done nothing, and I do mean nothing heroic in this show ever. There's 7 episodes in, and of course, all she's done is belittle superheroes, make fun of them, be disrespectful of them, say nasty things about them, and belittle heroism.
Well, she did flip Bull Boy over by the horn. That's
because she was attacking her car. She didn't give it not for any good reason.
Yeah.
Titania was being, in court was being, she punched her in court just because, she was just wanted to. She didn't do it for any particular good reason.
Yeah. Well, you did a good job there, Clobby. You did a good job there, Clobby, about presenting the visual representations because I mean, just with that comic, with really a serious looking villain, even if he was minor, commanded some respect and some authority. That thing that's on that
Whoa.
show is like, I mean, my kids could.
He would give She-Hulk some trouble. Well, there's a picture of all of them. Look at that. Oh my God.
This one here? Or the...
No, yeah. Well, it was another one. There's, yeah.
Porcupine Man.
Holy crap.
Oh, that's a Porcupine Man?
No, Porcupine.
Is that an outtake?
It's called Porcupine, not Porcupine Man.
A porcupine?
Well, that looks like a Porcupine Man to me, but.
Well, he had. Oh, by the way, that's after he took his mask off right there. He had a mask the whole time. There's one from the comic, and he looks sort of like him.
Wow.
In the comic. He's a dumb character, but, he was from the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's one thing. Respect the character, have it, and just, but, man.
They don't respect the audience. So, and that's supposed to be Wrecker with the dude eating whatever out of with his chopstick.
Wrecker. Yeah,
and that's that vampire dude. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he thinks he's a vampire.
No, thinks he's a vampire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the black outfit.
And there's Daredevil. I guess that's his appearance. Yep.
That's going to be in either the next one or probably the last one. They keep teasing it they keep trying to make people think it's going to be this week so people will watch.
He's going to be in for all of 30 seconds. You realize too.
I've heard some things, but I've heard some people say, you never know. I don't believe anything anymore. But I heard some people say, they're going some emergency re-edits and stuff because of all the bad press. Look, see, there he is with his mask before he took it off at the very end. Porcupine. And I don't know if I even believe that. These people aren't self-aware enough to give a crap what people are saying. They have references in their show to trashing fans that don't like what they're doing. Yeah. They're not going to try to edit anything to save anything.
You just wonder. I mean, apparently it pays to trash the fans. I mean, you look at it seemed like the biggest first incident was The Last Jedi.
It doesn't pay at all.
Well, apparently they keep doing it, and
right, but it doesn't pay. They're just stupid.
Well, they think that if they were losing money, I couldn't help but think that would change. But
I'm sorry that they've known for a long time that they're not making that kind of money. Look at yes, it's true that the first piece of garbage Force Awakens movie made a couple $2 billion, but that's just the box office because it was a movie called Star Wars. The merchandising did terribly.
Yeah.
And then Last Dead Guy did even worse.
Yeah, I mean, and they're having trouble selling the toys for all the TV shows and everything else that's coming.
For the first time, Star Wars was not, even though you could sell tickets, you weren't selling merchandise, and that's one of the biggest aspects of Star Wars.
But the point I'm trying to make is that you would think that at some point they would get the message and change, but it's like they seem to be doubling down every time. They don't make as much money, but guess what? They're still doing the same thing. Or, oh, well, you don't like that? We're going to poke you some more.
Logic suggests that, but they're not capable of logical thought. And every time we think they are, people like that don't get fired. They just get promoted and moved around. I don't think Disney's ever going to get the point. And now some do, like maybe this dude at Warner, Zaslav, maybe he has, but nobody. I don't. No, Disney. No,
I agree with you because they have so many other income sources and they have many other advantages most companies don't have, and they're going to bank on it until something changes. But I agreed.
Porcupine. Yeah.
Yep. So there's the first version created by your favorite Stan Lee.
They were flipping. They were flipping through the handbook of the Marvel Universe and looking at all the back blister villains, and go. I'm surprised Pot Pete hasn't been on this show. I really am.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed that they didn't put him in there. He should have been in this episode. I can see
it
it now.
Captain America. That's in what number? Cap 130. Okay, so that's pretty old.
Porcupine shot those damn splinter things at you, and Cap had to. But no. I mean, they have a lot of goofy villains. So what? This is not supposed to be. I mean, this show's not supposed to be a comedy. They said we're making a comedy. First of all, if you do, you're supposed to be funny, but they don't understand that. Well, this is funny. It's funny to idiotic, barista, idiotic like Starbucks going Hollywood women who are gonna be cat ladies in 20 years. What's that guy? That guy? It's a Gundam. He's pretty funny. He has a saying. He said, "Invest in cat food."
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, it's just it's interesting to hear about your experience and the way you view it. Like, I mean, I guess there's always been some humor, like in Thor and things like that. But I believe one of the things that you've been talking about is how Marvel, especially, has really doubled down on the humor to the point where it's not just light humor or like a little comical quip. That's what made the old comics really cool. Was and the humor also used to be highbrow, kind of you had to think about it a little. Now everything is humor is based just crass based emotional reaction, and there's no stopping. It's just like, hey, you want more laughs? We got to double down and do more to get more laughs. And then you change the nature of the product from something intellectual stimulating and something entertaining to just a push for laughs, or something that's not serious.
This is the 2005 or 6 version of the porcupine.
Wow.
He's a mutant.
What the heck?
He's a mutant.
Yeah. Then they went back to the battle. This is the first one with the battle suit. So it does look like the first.
Well, I will say they did a better.
Credit for that.
Yeah, they did a better job with this costume. Yeah,
that's almost exact. Yeah.
Although I just had a flashback nightmare real quick. That reminds me of the quote monsters in the movie The Village. So I'll stop.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, this is not supposed to. But here's the thing: it's not supposed to be a comedy. You're in a universe. You claim to be. Well, you can't have it both ways. Okay, you can't on the one hand say we're not going to comedy, but we're going to take place in the quote unquote MCU, which we know is the MCU now, but they're claiming it's phase 4 or 5, whatever it is, of that same universe in which, look.
We have a special guest. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Hey. Number 1.
How you guys
doing? Hey, Raquel. Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
See you.
Raquel's here.
Holy
crap.
Gang's all here.
I got to put on a tuxedo now. Jeez, I'm underdressed. Wow. Stepping up in the big leagues tonight. How are you, Raquel? Good to talk to you.
I'm well. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you so much for having me. Are we talking about She-Hump or Miss
Well,
Piggy?
we're just about to finish. We were just going to go show all my pictures from Maine and food and stuff. But
Ooh.
Yeah,
we could do that instead of talking about. I think we talked enough about that, but
so we're going to go right from She-Hump into Sea Tongues.
Yes.
No. How about this? How about
what is
how
that?
about that?
Pancakes, right?
That's pancakes. Yeah, that's how I started my Saturday.
Oh man,
that's a good start, right?
That looks like a delicious start to a Saturday.
Is that a chocolate syrup?
That's it was chocolate syrup, yeah. Or no, it was more it was caramel. Those look kind of like chocolate.
Is it like
but
apples
caramel.
on top?
Apples, yeah.
Is it caramel or caramel?
Whatever you want to say.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks.
Potato, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Any way you want it, buddy.
Yeah. So, Cloudburn Times, is that an acceptable vegetable on your pancake?
I'll allow the apples. Yeah. Yes.
Apples will be.
Get that lemon out of there.
This: the second he saw this photo, the first thing he said to me is, "Why does it have apples on it?"
I don't mind the apples as long as the lemon's out of there. Better not be on top.
Yeah, the orange. He was like, "Why is there an orange?"
I don't really need the apples, mind you, but I could take them off and eat them in there. One thing, I don't need that lemon anywhere near there.
Well, the Dad Man School says eat a little bit of orange first.
Yeah, I ate that first.
Then grab 3 pieces of bacon and roll them up in that.
That's an orange. Oh, that's an orange, not a lemon. That's right, it's an orange. I'm sorry.
Orange, yeah.
Gotta have bacon
belong there.
You gotta have bacon with that sweet though.
Yes.
Still doesn't belong there.
There's no bacon. Yeah, there was no bacon.
Doesn't belong there.
Sorry.
When I was at work years ago, and I'm still at the same place, but years ago they had a thing around the office that I just ate everything fried and all. So one day I got green bean. We were at a lunch and I got green beans, and everybody started freaking out that there was something green on my plate. I'm like, I eat green stuff all the time. You just don't see it.
No, that was a good way. And normally I get something semi-healthy, but that was a good way to start the day. Yeah, so we drove up to Maine, and of course this car was in my way. I wanted to get this picture of this old McDonald's as we're driving. With the old it's got to be a really old McDonald's with the Mickey D's symbol going through there. So, but I'm like, get out of my way, car. I'm like, what am I going to tell them? Can't tell the missus to slow down or hit the brakes. But yeah, that was old school McDonald's. she gets car sick, so she drives.
Uh-huh.
So I always tell that story too. We went to pulled into a hotel in New Orleans years ago, and then the woman. This is in the 90s. The woman at the entrance like, "Why is she driving?" It was such a sexist thing to say. I'm like, because if I was gonna say, because if she doesn't, she's gonna get car sick everywhere, or. But it was kind of ridiculous. The person would, why is the woman driving? Basically, she was saying.
But car
drive
sickness,
cars.
but still, that car sickness thing though is a serious thing you have to deal with, because we had a work thing years ago, and somebody that was car sick was forced into a back seat. It didn't work out well. So
it won't
No,
end
you
pretty.
can't. Yeah, doesn't
it
end.
will not end pretty.
Doesn't end pretty. That's for sure. Yep. So this was in the Mash Tun Bar in Maine, and they had painted on the seats in the bar some really cool sayings. Of course, I was wondering if I was one of the few people getting the jokes. But here's the let's see if there's an outside picture here. So here's so I posted it. It's Mash TON in Maine. So it's an old school pub. Great food, great beer, cider. So that's so you go in there. All the seats had like something fun from a movie on them, and of course Star Wars. I'm like, oh great, some cool Star Wars. All these bar seats had something written on it, which is fun. So of course
that's a great idea.
So I get in there and see like laugh it up, fuzzball. It's a trap. Yeah, so those two together. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna like this place. Oh, and then this is I got some. They have oysters there, so
I'm right there with you, Raquel, on that. Ugh.
No, you know what I mean? If it resembles something that I blow out of my nose, I don't want to eat it.
Those are so good. See, I could be an extra on Star Trek eating Klingon food, I guess. Yep. They're delicious.
So those are real. Oh, you see what I put in the private chat the other day when you posted them? I don't know why I thought they were in the lavatories.
Oh, you thought they were toilets?
I don't know.
That's funny.
Sorry, Dad, man. I read your private chat.
Well, when you said it's a trap, it kind of
a toilet trap. Yeah,
it's a trap.
It's a trap. Yeah, but it was kind of dark. That first picture was kind of dark. Yeah, so you couldn't tell.
That's an awesome looking place, though.
Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, so, and I love hard cider. So I got some hard. I don't drink that much. But when I drink, sometimes I have a hard cider. So,
nice.
It was a lot of great. Everything now is like Portland, Maine. It's like beer is their thing. That and marijuana, I guess, are pot dispensaries. It's like, you go every 2 feet. There's it's legal now, and then you've got beer or gummies. So.
Just don't serve the wrong thing at your party.
That's
yeah,
right.
Just don't put the gummy bears out in a bowl, and they're not they're not gummy bears. Yeah,
no.
But it's really cute. Cute places.
That's nice. Yeah,
old school. That's they by the waterfront. They've got the cobblestone, and it's a nice. And it's it's getting cold, but as my buddy, my cousins who live there said, yeah, they wear their shorts till January in Maine. It's not. It's not.
But it's cool. It's cool, especially with the weather, with the latitude up there, is that you can do that and sit outside. So much down here, it's so flipping humid at night, and it's hard to cool off. We maybe have 2 or 3 months a year where you really can go outside and it really be comfortable to eat.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like my cousin was saying, yeah, they'll eat outside, like they have some heaters and stuff. You'll eat outside, like, or drink outside almost the whole year. But like, of course, if someone from Florida came up, you'd be freezing your tuchus off, Dad, man, probably, right? If you were,
I don't know. I wear shorts in 30-degree weather up down here.
Oh, you can handle it, all right? No, but
I just like that you said tuchus.
Tuchus. Yes.
Freezinger took us off.
Yeah, good job, Mark. Yes. Hey, I tell you, people look at me like I'm crazy down here. The only thing is, if it gets too cold, I'll have to wear a jacket. You know.
All right.
Because
most people can't handle it. Most people get used to it.
I got legs of steel. They'll take any temperature. So.
Yeah. So I love this sign, Cheese Louise. I love that play on words.
Cheese Louise.
All kinds of grilled cheese.
Yeah, that's neat. You ought to tweet out that picture, that still, because I know some people.
Yeah, I
that
should
like
tweet
cheese.
that out.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
And the menu looked good too. So
that's the menu.
No. I'm just saying the menu. I would.
Okay.
This is not.
I was like, they're looking at the Declaration of Independence.
You can't blame
Sorry,
him
go
for
back.
saying that. And the menu was terrific.
Yeah, I didn't take a picture of the. I walked by. I didn't take a picture of the menu, but I look good, especially if you have to have some apple cider. So, and then there's a lot of. Then we went to the Speakeasy, which is like a hidden bar, and you go in there and there's like a shower door. It's like everyone knows it's there. It's on the internet, but it's quote unquote hidden. So let's see if I can find the location here. Let's see. Here's the.
Oh, nice.
So here's the. So it's like a totally hidden. So you go right in here, but then it's hidden. And let's see if I do the layers here. Where was it? So you have to look on the internet. I think it's in this place here. So you go in there, and then you're. Let's see if I go on the street view here.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, it's right. It's right here. Yeah, Central Provisions. Yep. So if you go, I'm gonna.
Whoa.
So it's kind of tough to see, but if you go into here, then you go down in the basement.
Okay.
There's a hidden door, and so you don't know there's a bar there. So you go in here and you step down, and when you go in there, then you hit the quote unquote, speakeasy. Of course, liquor's legal now, but you wouldn't know that the bar is. You wouldn't know that the bar is there. Let's see if they say on Central Provisions. If they say where. I guess that's the restaurant. Yeah, so that's above
Hungry
there.
Boy's here.
Hey, Hungry Boy.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, sweetheart.
Yes, you do hear Raquel, Hungry Boy. Yep.
I have both dogs on my lap, so I'm pretty far away from the microphone. I hope everyone's hearing me well.
No, we can hear you well. Yeah.
Well, then Hungry Boy's really happy. Raquel's here, and I've got his favorite avatar now. So hey, it's all good.
So that speakeasy was Abraham was the Lincoln Bar, and then this is they've got a letter from I'm pretty sure this is a copy, not an original.
Can you blow that up and read that to us, please?
I've never read it. So let's see.
Executive Mansion, Washington, November 21st, 1864.
Wow.
To Mrs. Bixby?
Yep,
Boston, Mass. Boston, Mass. Sorry, there's glow there, and my eyes aren't
dear
great.
madam, I guess it says.
Nice. Read this to us, please.
Sure, yeah, I'll try. Yep, the script. So let's see if I still remember script.
Oh, come on, it's just cursive.
I've been shown in the files of the War Department a statement of the Adjutant. What's that?
Adjutant
General. Thank you, Diamond, of Massachusetts, that you're now the mother of 5 sons who have died gloriously on the field of battle.
Oh no!
I feel how weak and fruitless must be any word of mine, which should attempt to beguile you from the grief of a loss so overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I cannot refrain from tendering you the consolation that may be found in the thanks of the Republic they died to save. I pray that our Heavenly Father may assuage the anguish of your bereavement and leave you only the cherished memory of the loved and lost, and the solemn, what word is that?
I don't know, honey.
Solemn roll? No, it's got to be.
What is that? And the solemn blank
that must be yours to have
laid So costly.
is
No, paid. So
Yeah,
costly as
because he has
sacrifice.
sacrifice on the altar of freedom.
Oh wow.
Yours, very sincerely and respectfully, Abraham Lincoln. Wow, what a great writer he is. A solemn. I'm not sure what word is after solemn.
Solemn. The solemn
Memory of the
finds.
love of the
Loved
and lost, and the
and the solemn finds.
Roll. It could be roll now.
No.
I was wondering if the solemn. It doesn't make sense with the solemn finds that
the cherished.
spears.
Solemn pride.
Pride. Yeah.
Says
Okay.
Hungry Boy. Yep.
Oh yes, pride that must be yours to have. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
very
yes.
good, Hungry Boy. Yep. Thank you for that. Yep. Thank you. Yep.
Oh, that's
Penmanship. Yep.
beautiful.
So yeah, beautiful. Yeah, we're kind of.
Well, his penmanship is
solemn.
excellent. It's just it's very difficult to read cursive when it is the quill. You know what I mean? Like when, what is it?
So that
Quill
was
and Quire, right?
Yeah,
if it's not Quill
1864.
and Quire, if it's just a ballpoint pen, it's a lot easier to read.
So Mrs. Bixby. Oh wow, well Bixby. We're talking about the Hulk here. Yep. That. Wow. So yeah. So imagine that, losing 5 sons in the Civil War. Horrific. Yep. So that's that letter. I'm assuming this is a copy, or I don't know if it's the original. Maybe it is the original. Who knows? But that Lincoln, what a way with words he had. What an incredible writer.
Well,
He had. Look how that letter flows together, and how beautiful that is, and just that line there. Yeah. That just. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, I cannot refrain from tendering you the consolation that may be found in the thanks of the Republic. It was just what a way with words.
Lovely.
He had. Yeah, I feel how weak and fruitless must be any word of mine. I mean, just
there's no consolation.
Beautiful prose. Yeah.
Well, wonderful.
And you know how they did the regiments and the units back then? They were all from local neighborhoods and stuff. It was not like the modern military where you take people from around the country. You know, these units were local to cities and towns.
Really?
So when you had a massive loss, you know, some communities were wiped out with people coming back.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a completely different way of war. As they modernized World War II, they shifted it around. Well, then you had the famous incidents. I think it was the O'Sullivans that all died in something in the same ship. So then they really worked to start
the rules.
Splitting them up. But back in the Civil War, I mean, when you went for the first Massachusetts, you'd have your town and like a small town here. That was your regiment or whatever. And so they had towns where young men didn't come back, and they were lost for people back then. The different age.
Well, let's just give a shout out to Courtney. So she's not in the chat, but listening. Thanks, Courtney. Yep.
Yeah, Courtney.
And she's saying, kids today don't learn cursive. Will never be able to read historical documents. Yeah, my kids can't read cursive, I don't think. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't think they can. They struggle. No, I don't think they can. Yeah, they struggle with it.
I can't. It's weird.
Well, we homeschooled both of our girls, and we taught cursive writing. I know our oldest does better with it than our youngest.
Mine were also homeschooled.
Yeah, we made sure that they were taught cursive, or at least exposed to it, because it's, it's vital. I mean, you write a check, some basic things.
But I also found when I was studying for test, I'd write everything down too. I'd rewrite my notes.
You get 35% retention when you write out your notes.
Right? Yeah, so it definitely helped.
Well, up to 35% retention, depending upon how you write out your notes. And cursive increases your concentration and your ability to assimilate information. So writing out cursive notes is quite good. But where you maximize your ability to learn is by teaching someone else. So if you have a big test coming up, the best thing that you can do for your brain, where you can get 90+% retention of the information, is to teach it to someone.
Hey, Thor is here.
Hey.
Hey, Thor.
Howdy, y'all.
How are you doing? Good
Hi
evening.
there.
Let me turn off my camera because I look so horrible.
You don't look horrible.
You look fine. Well, now compared to that picture,
compared to Maddie, I'm sorry, but I want to see Maddie.
Yeah.
I do love her. She's so cute.
And Can I share something? Some family history.
Of course you can,
Sure, yeah.
sweetheart. Ew.
Mark and Claudia may have seen this on my Facebook page. My 10th great grandmother was hanged as a witch in
What?
1639 in Salem.
Oh my gosh.
I posted the tombstone on Facebook this week.
Oh my gosh.
My sister-in-law
Yeah.
was in. Her nephews are going to MIT
Right.
in robotics, and she was there. And she went to a souvenir shop and found a T-shirt with the names of the people who had been executed as witches. And my 10th great grandmother, his name is on a T-shirt. Maddie's 11th great grandmother.
Wow.
So isn't that something? I mean, it's tragic, but it's also so weird that I have all this stuff in my family that I never knew about. That is kind of remarkable. And I thought we were just a bunch of, illiterate, brain dead, dirt farmer rednecks,
Oh my.
So isn't that something?
Yeah, that's very, very interesting.
Yeah. The letter that you guys were just before I do that, because I actually looked up the letter while.
Oh, thank you, Steve. Yep.
So I can actually read a printed version of it. So I remember this from Private Ryan, from Saving Private Ryan. It was pretty powerful. But before that, I feel like Casey Kasem. but before that, yeah, there have been a number of songs in the rock and roll era with the word fire.
Just don't swearing like Casey Kasem. Do I have to read all these effing downer stories all the time? Remember that one where we lost it?
I too. By the way, Raquel, stunning picture there. Anyway, so but some of you guys know this story, but Raquel has not heard it. But last week when I went to pick Maddie up, the teacher said that there was a new girl who started daycare and was crying. I guess it was her first day in daycare, and she wouldn't stop crying. So Maddie, my darling little toddler, went over to the bookshelf and picked out a book. And came back and sat down with the little girl, put a blanket across both of their legs, and quote unquote read to her from this book.
Oh, that is such a great story.
So now, reading, is probably pointing to pictures and saying, star, or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just so proud of her. I wish I could take credit for this, but it's all her. So
that's a beautiful story, and she is such a lovely little girl.
Thank you so much. I'm
cute. Yep.
I'm so proud of her. Washington, November 21st, 1864, Executive Mansion. Dear Madam, I've been shown in the files of the War Department a statement of the Adjutant General of Massachusetts that you are the mother of 5 sons who have died gloriously on the field of battle. I feel how weak and fruitless must be any words of mine which should attempt to beguile you from the grief of a loss so overwhelming. But I cannot refrain from tendering to you the consolation that may be found in the thanks of the Republic they died to save. I pray that our Heavenly Father may assuage the anguish of your bereavement and leave you only with the cherished memory of the loved and lost, and the solemn pride that must be yours to have laid so costly a sacrifice upon the altar of freedom. Yours, very sincerely and respectfully, A. Lincoln.
Yeah, it's
wonderful.
An amazing letter.
Yeah. The guy was he was amazing. He was
beautiful letter.
And, someone didn't write that for him. That's there's no speechwriter there. That's him. So yep.
Yeah. And Raquel, I can feel myself starting to call you Rachel because a girl named Rachel started at work. But I don't know. You being Canadian, I don't know how much they teach about Lincoln, but he was a self-taught lawyer. He didn't go to law school, and he was quite an ingenious man. People would always try and make fun of him because he had very humble beginnings. He was born in a log cabin, and he was a rail splitter. But people would try to make fun of him and say, because he was I think 6'4", which back then may as well have been 7 feet. Somebody once asked him as he was campaigning, Mr. Lincoln, how long should a man's legs be? And he said, long enough to reach the ground. And he was always he was very extemporaneous and very clever and just an amazing man. And of course, a personal hero of one Captain James T. Kirk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Help me, Kirk.
Help me, Spock. So, hail to the chat, by the way.
So this is not while we're explaining that solemn letter. These are pictures from like a little fair they had going on, and it was a axe hatchet throwing company or location. So you go throw hatchets for fun, kind of like bowling. And then they had all these vendors. So this was a vendor who was making stuff out of chainmail.
Like bowling, only hatchets.
Only hatchets, yeah.
This is going to sound facetious, but it's it's a real question. Did they have any axe catchers?
No. Well, they did. The backstops were axe catchers. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was dating a girl. She thought we were friends, and that sums up everything. Who was 100? Well, she claimed to be. So somebody get some oxygen over here. She said she was 100% Choctaw, and she clearly was Choctaw. She clearly was a Native American because she looked like Pocahontas. But she told me that when her late father was alive, that he taught her how to throw and catch tomahawks. And I said, "You're kidding?" And she said, "No." And I actually went to a powwow, and people actually do that. So when I asked that question, I wasn't trying to be,
Yeah.
Good
night, Gap After Dark. Yep. Thank you for those nice comments before.
Thank you for joining us.
Good night.
Take care.
So anyway, on with your.
Yeah. So we can adopt a Nomi today. Thought that was cute, and
oh, that's a nifty idea.
That's a pretty cool idea with U.S. flags. I guess you could change one section of your fence to the U.S. flag, which is kind of cool. Of course, if you're a Boston Red Sox fan,
is that what that is?
Yeah, it's a Boston Red Sox. Yep, yeah, a lot of Boston Red Sox fans in the Northeast.
You should have bought that and sent it to our friend that plays Fortnite with us, Mark.
Oh, he's Carol. Yeah.
Minimus is here.
Minimus.
Hey, all hail Minimus.
Abraham Lincoln invented Axe body spray. At the time, it was urine. That's when you know you're in trouble.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh boy!
If you don't know Mr. Parrish, he is one of the cleverest, fastest wits since Lincoln, and it hates me to say that. I mean, it pains me to say that. But
now he's going to take you out. Now, hey, Dust Wolf.
Oh yeah. I would never. I will never insult Minimus because he will tear you to shreds.
Of course, range with Spock.
Clobby once fixed me up with a red head, and Claude took off his glasses to clean them while we were playing a game. We were playing a game of Trivial Pursuit, and the question was, what was the name of Superman's dog? Minimus said, Marco Kidder. But
oh no!
Anyway,
that's so mean.
So mean.
So mean.
He took off his glasses. He took off his glasses to clean them. He's gotten meaner since. And this girl whose name won't be repeated, but she's the first month of the year. She said to Claude, "You look a lot better without your glasses," and without wasting a millisecond, said, "You look a lot better without my glasses too."
The way he did it was perfect. It was very mild.
Never ever get into an insult match. It would be like fighting Tyson. You just get destroyed.
Oh,
very, very clever.
Hey, Jeffrey's here. Hey, Jeffrey. That's my buddy. Yep.
Hail Geoff.
What do you think of these little cute doggy earrings, Raquel?
Not even slightly interested in any of it.
No lobster earrings. No. So they had mead there, which is alcohol made out of honey.
Yes, it's how you avoid botulism.
Yep.
Yeah. If you don't want to die from botulism and you want to make some booze, do it with honey, and then you won't die.
Yeah.
Don't botch it.
Yeah, so they had all these little, it was just the parking lot set up there, but it was kind of like a mini Ren Fest meets axe throwing hangout. These are kind of cute. They're all these craftsmen. So this was kind of tough to see, but it's people fishing, and then they have spoons as the fish. Reclaimed art. So it was pretty cute. Yep. Nice wind chime there. It's pretty fun. You see all these, arts and crafts and things that are fun. And you do fish with spoons. Actually, that's how the first lures were fishing spoons or lures. Yep. So so this was just I was in Maine this weekend. Yep. So no con.
Das Wolfen. What con is this from?
Nope. So we're just there we go. So if you like anyone, if Grandpa likes fishing, that'd be a perfect gift. Yep. That's the artist there. So she gets credit. Yep.
Don't phone her.
Yeah, don't phone her. But
don't call her.
Well, hopefully, I thought they would have a website. So I did buy one of these ornaments. I thought these were really cute. So we'll have one additional non-Star Trek ornament on the tree this year.
Well, you could put a Delta on it. Come on.
You should.
Yeah.
And sure of course you over well.
Yeah, that would go real well. Yeah. And they had a forge, little guy, making little trinkets and bottle openers, and well, of course, he's got a big forge, I'm sure, but he brought a small forge to do some demonstrations. They had rock climbing, which is fun. So here's the guy with his forge set up there. So,
that's the forge.
Okay. That's the forge. Yep. So pretty cool. Yep. So you crank that. I guess he's cranking that to blow the air through to raise the temperature. Yep.
Was his name Jordy? On the forge? Jordy on the forge? Hey, maybe this is his ancestor. We don't know.
Yeah.
How do we know he didn't invent the thing?
Oh, double back to back.
Clobby would have done that better.
Yeah. Oh, then it gets stuck in there. The guy missed. Yep. So bring at the axe pick.
Yeah, just what I wanted at a wedding. Parties. The axe pit.
Yeah, if the wedding doesn't go well,
line up the in-laws in the cage.
It was pretty fun, though. I have to say, it was fun.
Safe, professional, insured.
Yeah,
axe pit for your next wedding.
It seems like if it was that safe, they wouldn't have had to mention that it was insured.
I like this though. The axe pit, social axe throwing. So is there any other type of axe throwing? Social
ask me how we do it.
Well, I see that, and I have two different things. One, I think barbecue when I see the word pit, and I'm glad that they know how to spell because I see an alternative first letter word. So anyway, I'm glad they can spell. I'm glad it's axes they're throwing.
Yeah.
That and barbecue.
And then they had a band there playing she shanties and tavern songs.
Oh,
they were pretty good. That was fun. Yep. The pirate band.
And this was also in Maine also? I'm sorry, I had to step away from
this. Is all Maine. Yep. Yeah, no.
This is a pretty violent event. I mean, even the band, their first name is Shank. And so you've got all this axe throwing and weapons and a forge.
Wait a minute.
And then the band is named after a Shank.
Maine.
Oh, no.
Ella something again.
You worked it in.
Look at this.
And then they had, then they're doing sword fights with, they're nerfs, so they're not, not dangerous, but.
Well, I bet they still hurt.
They must hurt, yeah.
Mark, when I need to share a story real quick.
Oh, sure, yep.
Okay, Nerf things and all that. Well, we had down here every year we have like a Renaissance festival somewhere, and they had the field of battle with the knights. They do the tournament and all this stuff. Well, we had both of our girls, and the youngest was Aang was probably about 13, maybe 14. It's been a few years. Maybe even 12, but that had this old Scottish guy coming over, talking to weapons, showing the broadsword. And they were also displaying the helmet. And they asked for a volunteer. So Aang goes down there and puts the helmet on. Because they were trying to preview how narrow the slits are and how you can't see from side to side.
I can't see, right? Yeah.
Right. But this guy, all of a sudden, and they talk about, and also why the slits are so small, this old Scottish guy turns around with a broadsword at full strength, whacks Aang upside the head with the helmet on. The knights are freaking out, laughing, and can't believe this old guy just hit a kid with helmet on. And Aang just stood there like, hey, what happened? It was like, oh my gosh. It was, as parents were sitting there like, did that just happen? But then we got to laugh out of it after. But I just had to share that one because she
was obviously okay, or
absolutely. She was like, "What happened?" Like you got.
But he hit her really hard, or
it was a full strength swing. Yes,
that's like insane.
Well, it was. That's why the knights were like, they were horrified, looking like, did this guy just do what we saw him do? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, she could have like knocked her block off. I mean,
well, that's how good the helmet was. It was good protection. So,
yeah, but you're not supposed to test that on
crash
on someone. Yeah, someone's kid. Yeah,
exactly.
Yes, he did. He did headbutt. Yeah, headbutting's legal, I guess, because yep, and LARPing. Yep,
I love LARPing.
So. It was a good thing we homeschool. Yeah, object lesson for getting bike helmets, and then they had knights come out with armor, like you were talking about with Aang. I guess was it Aang?
Yeah,
and then they started, full armor and like blunted. They're like, well, the weapons are blunted because we don't want anyone to die. Let's see, this is the video.
Now, when you say knights. Is that Ian McKellen and Elton John, or is that Sting? Who are these knights?
Mrs. Dadman Walking is here. I love her.
And I know she loves you too, Raquel. So
Yeah,
I'll pass it along.
We need to cue some Monty Python here. But,
but Mark, you mentioned blunted weapons because they have to. They have it because I've seen video of once where.
Watch this, and the guy. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but yeah.
No, go ahead.
One of the guys, I think, takes the axe, and we couldn't believe it, and just whacks the guy in the back of the head.
What?
Yeah.
With the axe. Boom! Look at that. See that? Watch. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Come on.
And then the missus was like, "Oh my god, I don't think I want to watch this." Look. See what? Let's see. Watch where the.
Boy, some of these
guys go back far enough.
Yeah, but
right here. Watch. Boom!
Oh my god! What are we?
Like right in the head, like it was Aang,
you?
like it was Aang.
Yeah.
In Maine.
This seems like a very, very
violent
affair.
And the guy's we're like, aren't you dead?
Those helmets though are designed to take all the blow off of you, so you don't feel it. It really is, because we saw that with Aang firsthand. Is like you don't feel it in that helmet. You just don't.
Look at them just whacking each other.
Yeah,
and
I would 100% just take the helmet off and just pull the chainmail over them like a hockey jersey and just start feeding them some Muay Thai clinch. There's no way I'd let somebody just bash me over the head with one of these sticks.
So I guess once you fall to the ground, you're out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So those two guys are out.
Well, let's start tripping some people then.
Well, that's how they win here. Spoiler alert. Yep.
None of these guys know how to handle a sword either. I mean, they're doing it like a 5-year-old trying to throw an overhand baseball, where their elbow comes way up past their ear.
You can almost hear like the telegraph.
Yeah, the one guy that kept attacking people from behind. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The guy's gonna push everyone over. Watch this.
What? What's going on here? What is he
He
doing?
knocks everyone over. So then they win, I guess. Yeah.
What a bunch of dingbats.
Well, it's like the missus said, they train for this and these type of things. It's like a circuit. they're used to doing this. This is, I mean, they take it seriously. They train.
Oh yeah,
the weapons and all that. Like Mark said, they're blended because see, they have to do certain rules. Because I've seen it on of course, it's the world's dumbest, where somebody showed at a Revolutionary War reenactment, and they were on horseback, but they actually had a real sword, and they actually nearly cut somebody's face off with it. I mean, so they have to take that stuff serious with those weapons and stuff.
Nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Yeah. WWE. Oh,
yeah,
God.
chainmail is very, very heavy. That's why when I do my Andorian cosplay, I made my chainmail. So I made my chainmail because buying chainmail, it would have been so heavy.
So here you can get more access from Maine here. So yeah, we didn't stay too long there. The ladies didn't want to watch anymore. More of the nights.
What kind of a festival is this, anyways? It's the Maim and Kill Festival. Did you go to the Maim and Kill Festival? Is that what this is?
Well, they had art there. Look, free art, fun.
I think it was the Moraine Festival.
Lobby.
Raquel, within every man, there's still a spark of our savage. Yep. Well, I was going to say, somebody's going to say revolting or whatever it was, repulsive, but there it is. Yeah.
JD Lewis,
good night, JD Lewis.
Here. Good night, sweetheart.
Night, JD.
Have a great week. Do not get into any fights with knights.
Fights with knights.
Hey, that was pretty good on the fly there.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. But, like I said, down here, it's like a touring circuit where they're always training and stuff like this. It's not just amateurs. I mean, we have the same thing with the Civil War reenactors. I mean, they go from place to place and they try to keep it authentic, but they're always training on that stuff. And, it's really fascinating to watch if you ever get a chance to go to one of those Renaissance fairs. Some are better than others, though, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, those people, they did take it seriously. It's their thing. Like, Star Trek is our thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure, that was their thing. And just like we love, DS9 especially.
Alamarine, count to 4. Alamarine,
Count to 4. Alamarine, then 3 more. Alamarine, if you can see. Alamarine, you'll come with me.
Alamarine, you'll come with me.
God, I love that. That goes better and better. I'm going to have to go watch that episode again.
Daddy, where do toothpicks come from?
Alamarine. Sorry.
No, it's minimus. It's just
Jousting.
Well,
this person made...
sweetheart, when two pieces of wood really love each other.
She said wood.
Yeah.
We're gonna
you and Butthead, I'm going to be this.
we're gonna score.
Yeah, knock it off, Butthead. She's mine.
Underworks? Is this the porn tent?
Why is Raquel always trying to find the porn tent? Can't we just have one stream without Raquel asking where the porn tent is?
Where's the porn tent?
Where the shrimp are.
Porn tents are what is to come.
Oh, good alliteration there.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Ding,
So to speak.
Round one.
I guess
There's no escape.
Yell.
You can tell that we lost Claude already because he would be all over that. Those
Yeah.
open,
Yeah, he's already come back to sleep.
Yeah.
And this person made swords with
there he is.
lightsabers, and it was cool. Yep, he's back. Probably,
Big
right?
Woody?
Swords with like light LEDs in them was kind of cool.
Okay.
You can't see it there.
Yeah, from afar it looks like ferocious underpants.
Muggle.
Muggle, isn't that a cool
No,
license
no.
plate? I always take pictures of cool license plates. Yeah.
That
Muggle.
person's admitting that they're a Muggle.
They
Yeah,
are.
this is a cool piece of art on a mosaic on a building.
Cool.
Nice.
And there's some sushi for Clobbering Times.
Yeah, that good old fashioned Renaissance sushi.
Yeah, well, this is This was at another. This is at a bar now. This is at a bar.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow,
Yeah,
they really updated the giant turkey leg.
Well, actually, I just tried sushi for the first time last month. It was like,
did you get it at a gas station?
No, actually, no, a Chinese buffet bar. How about that? But it's step up.
I'm sorry, a Chinese buffet?
Yeah, Chinese buffet that had a hibachi and sushi together.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was a combination of things. Hey, hi. Everybody says hi. Mark says hi.
Hey.
Claudia.
Hi, sorry. That's
Hello.
my bad.
Hey, missus.
No, it's Aang, actually.
Hi,
Ang.
Hi,
Everybody-
Ang.
Ang, so did you really get hit in the head by a knight years ago?
Do you remember getting hit in the head by a knight years ago?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you did. How was it? Do you remember it?
Probably hurt, I would imagine.
It felt weird, but I didn't.
Oh, she didn't.
I didn't feel. I didn't. It's like I could feel it hit, but not like
Not like it's gonna
actually
take you
feel
out.
it. If that makes sense.
Right.
Yes.
Wow,
It was cushioned. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
amazing.
Yep.
Well, we just had some knights fighting, so we'd have had some memories there. Yep, we had Renaissance Festival fighting. Yep. So, this is a place we had. It was Après. It's the next bar that we went to. Yep. Why are there fat grubs on the sushi? I don't know what was. Let's see what was on the sushi. I can't remember. Let's see.
Oh man.
Looks
those
like
are
a lot of green onion.
Sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds. Yep.
Mhm.
It was salmon. It was pretty good. Yeah, it was good stuff. Yeah.
I don't
Mr.
think I
Mis-
could. I don't
Mr.
think I
Tr-
can have the salmon though, because of the taste of salmon. But some of the other might not
It
be
was
so
yummy. That was yummy. Yeah.
Mhm.
Very good. And tuna. Yeah, but tuna was some places called Mr. Tuna. So that was Après, and they had spiked seltzer, and then this is for Nick Weiser. Yeah, vegetarian burgers. Well, they have gourmet beef, vegetarian burgers.
Eat it and beat it.
Beat it.
bad. Oh wow.
Right by the porn tent.
They should have Michael Jackson on that billboard there.
Oh my gosh.
Tell Ang Hungry Boy says hi.
I will do that. I will pass that along. What's so funny with that story, Mark, is that, I just started doing my own streaming recently, but I would always walk in on Aang and I get that dirty look of like, I'm busy, leave me alone. And I'm like, well, what's the big deal? And now it's like, it's returned to favor like that now. It's hilarious to see.
There's a lobster pop.
Lobster? Oh, that's candy there,
course.
then, right? Yeah.
Candy, yep. Here in
What does
Maine,
it
yep.
taste like? Feet?
No, probably like cherry.
Cherry feet.
There's a candy store, so yep.
One sheep, two sheep. One
They're
fish,
too
two
cute
fish.
to eat.
Red fish, blue fish. And this is
Dean
Dean
Sweets.
Maine sea salt caramel.
Oh, it's good. It was really good. Yep. Yeah, so Maine has Portland has all these outdoor breweries. Well, breweries with a lot of outdoor seating, and it's a lot of the industrial areas converted to just different kinds of. They've got all kinds of. They've got mead, beer, cider. It's definitely a good place to go if you like to drink. So, like, you're walking down the street, and there's all these, bars and places that are really fun to go to, and everyone's hanging out. Now, this is for this one is for Maddie's daddy here.
Keto.
The Art of Peace.
The art of pretzel.
And we got the Blue Lobster Urban Winery. Yep. So lots of food. Yep.
You know what I think of when I see that building and the name Blue Lobster? I think of the Blue Oyster Bar. Oh, okay. Somebody got the reference. You remember,
Yes.
Mark?
Oh, my Police Academy movies.
Exactly.
Wow, dude, that's cool.
We got some bad puns going here, which is good. So.
Oh, Jeffrey. Oh, Jeffrey. Some enchanted evening. That's a zinger, honey.
And look at this place, Running with Scissors Art Studio. So we went in there; they had an open house. So, but you should never run with scissors, everyone. So,
especially in an open house.
Yeah,
Glennis was a fine colorist, and her hubby a great writer. Rest his soul. Indeed, hungry boy.
There's murals on the building. So, a child raised without art is as surely deprived as a child raised without love. So, I figure Hungry Boy would like that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Indeedishness.
So that's Running with Scissors, cut and serve red hot art soup. Thought that was pretty cool. Yep. So you could meet all the artists were there, and they've got this community space, I guess, where you can. I don't know if it's free. You rent a small space, but and then they were there and they're showing their art, and you could talk to them. It was nice. Yep. So people doing murals and sculptures, paintings. There's some garlic that look good. And just different craftsmen, they had all the the gear there, so they're pressing these or making all these by hand. So there's some of the dyes. Yep. And this, I love this. Do not touch, sharp and unstable. So I wanted to go over and touch it. But I don't know what the heck that machine is.
Are you that kid?
I'm that kid, yeah.
You're that kid.
I love this. Do not touch, sharp and unstable.
Smack you on the
It's
back
not
of the
only
head.
sharp, it's also unstable. So
Ooh, look, potential death. Mark goes over, jams finger in socket.
yeah. Old school, yeah, with open gears and wheels. Yeah, what could go wrong?
You don't want to go near that.
Very cool octopus. Yep. A t-shirt with the same warning. Yep. And then this is for my scouts. Yeah, this art with knots. Yep. So.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Extremely cool.
Two grubs.
You can't say it in that voice. You either bring Zeki into the room or not.
What? These two grubs are quite succulent.
Love it. So good. It's so perfect.
And this, of course, in the art bathroom. No art gunk in sink. I guess they had a problem in there with people dumping their paint. No art gunk in the sink.
What? It's the drain. We're supposed to just drop anything in it.
Drop anything in it, yeah. Yeah, do not press the red button. It leaps at the big red button. Yep.
Right? Hungry boy?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. That octopus is very cool. I guess that's their symbol, running with scissors.
What? How many octopuses do you know that run?
Actually, octopuses can run with their two of their appendages. They
I know,
run.
but when you think of run,
yeah, I know.
On dry land.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool roller skate.
That's pretty cool, right? I thought that was pretty good.
Got a brand new pair of roller skates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a pair. I should just go paint them. Yep.
I got a brand new key, Clavi.
Thank you. I knew someone would get it. And I'm embarrassed that we both knew that.
Hungry Boy got it too.
Yeah.
Now, what does this look like?
Oh my God, that's from Stripes.
Yeah,
Stripes RV.
Stripes.
It looks
Holy
like
goodness.
It looks
really
like
is.
it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if
It
it's
really
the same
does.
one. It looks like it, but I think
sure looks like it.
yeah, very cool.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
And it should have said Urban Armory. Yeah.
Wow. An urban assault vehicle.
Very cool RV.
Oh, I love Stripes.
Now I really need some pancakes.
Sergeant Hulk. Big
Claudia, you can play many roles, but I visualize you as Sergeant Hulka.
I'm more like John Candy in that one.
Claudia, Jeffrey also got the reference. He typed in, "You got a brand new key."
Excellent.
To those of you who are still children, that was a very old song sung by a woman named sang by a woman named Melanie. She also did a song that said, "We were so close, we bled inside each other's wounds."
Oh well, I'm unfamiliar with the latter song, but the former song.
Oh yeah.
You might know it if we got to the chorus, but it's not worth me singing. So
I was trying to go for the effect there with as the cars drove by, the lights would reflect off of this mural because it was all with mirrors. You can't really see. It didn't come out as good as I was hoping, but you can see it a little bit of the effect. But it was pretty cool. Yeah, and then Damnation Alley. Yeah, that's one of my favorite vehicles in Damnation Alley.
Damnation Alley.
I gotta watch that movie again. Yeah, that was.
I haven't seen that forever.
That was a great movie. Yeah.
I don't know. Kelly might like that one. Science fiction for sure. It's a 70s science
We'll
fiction
write
film.
it down right now.
Damnation Alley. Again, I haven't seen it in so long, so don't trust me. I don't know if I remember if it's any good still because I haven't seen it since it came out. 77, 78 or whatever.
Yeah, but I think it would hold up pretty well.
But the vehicle is damn cool.
Watch that.
Jackie Haley was in that.
There's a cruise ship in downtown Maine, so it's just always amazing how you got the cruise ship and then it's like taking over the.
So incredible
horizon.
to me how big porta potties are now. That's what cruising is. It's just a giant. It's a floating porta potty.
And that was a reference to the Phantom outside. I got my reference to the Aunt Jemima treatment. Yeah, so I need some pancakes. Yeah,
plates.
Bacon. Gotta have the bacon with pancakes, though. Sorry.
Oh yes, that's disgusting. Yeah, we don't have cockroaches here.
Oh,
we also don't have rats.
That's true.
No rats, no roaches.
Maybe you don't need to watch that after all.
But I see them quite a bit when I travel, and they always creep me out.
This movie, I don't like even who does like them. I mean, that's one thing I don't think anybody likes.
No.
Yeah, no one likes cockroaches.
I almost feel sorry for them because nobody likes them.
This is breakfast this morning, Dad. Man,
what was?
And it might be nice
breakfast
people.
burrito, eggs and
God.
sausage and
that's sour cream. I
on
hope.
top of it.
And that's eggs Benedict. I love eggs Benedict.
So do I.
Flesh-eating roaches, sick.
Well, at least he warned you.
Yuck.
Can I start a problem right here, Mark, for you?
What is this watermelon on there?
I know they got something healthy there.
That's a weird. Yeah.
I do not touch or eat eggs of any type, Mark.
What? Inconceivable.
What do you live on?
You don't like chicken embryos?
No, I like chicken, but not the embryos.
Chicken embryos are so good.
Listen. I grew up with my mom. Well, my mom, the way she boiled potatoes, eggs were just so bad it stunk up the house, and I've never been able to get.
Inconceivable. 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 Inconceivable.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
I figured Mark would respond with that comment, but no, I don't touch them.
Wow.
I don't think I could live without eggs Benedict every once in a while.
Eggs are so
Now
good.
wait a minute. So what about like cakes and other things that have eggs?
When it's a component,
eggs in them, yeah.
When it's a component ingredient where I do not see it, it is fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But like fried rice and stuff, when they put eggs, or even when the
fried rice,
I'm that way with tomatoes.
I pick the eggs out. Yeah, I mean,
I'm that way with tomatoes.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. It's psychological, whatever it is. I mean, I'll go out of my way to pick it out. And if I get like when we go to the Waffle House and they put the eggs on the plate with everything else, she takes it. It takes it. Either I get a new plate with it delivered, or like a quarter of inch of whatever it touched goes off with her.
Wow,
it's one of the.
I was going to bring up Balut, Hungry Boy, but I didn't want to scare the Americans.
You didn't scare us.
We're Americans. We don't get scared.
Nah.
Yeah.
Americans don't get scared.
Nope.
The Philippines.
Yeah, do you know what this is?
You think being married to a Filipina for years, I would know that, but I have
Oh, really? How do you not know about this? Oh my. Well, you should probably Google it, because if I try to explain it to you, you will be so grossed out that you'll be horrified. So you should just Google it.
No, I just ate, so if it's that disgusting, I think I'll leave it alone. But
is it worse than clam pizza?
It's when the chick is almost fully formed right before it's about to get feathers, and in the Philippines then they eat it.
Yeah, I'm not showing that on my show. I just found a picture. Yep.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
I've got some friends from the Philippines, and they never talked about that, and
it's a delicacy.
They never served it to me, thankfully.
I would pass on it.
But you cook it, or is it raw?
Actually, I think
boiled
it's
and
both.
eaten from the.
I think sometimes
boiled and
they
eaten
have
from
it.
The shell.
No, I think no. Like they crack the top of the shell to show you what's inside of it. Like
14 to 21 days. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I never had that before, but thank you for telling me about that. Yep. Of course, I eat soft shell crab, I guess, which is equally gross. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hot dipped in hot sauce and vinegar. Yeah, I won't show. I won't show this. You can. Here, I'll show this picture. I think you had stepped away for a second, Steve. So, here was this picture for. Thought you might like that. Yep. The Art of Peace.
Yes, Phantom Outsider. I believe that they have various levels of doneness. So, yeah, I think it's kind of like how Americans have hamburgers. In Canada, our burgers are fully cooked, but in the United States, you guys have, medium rare. I think it's the same with the balut.
I don't think that anybody has a hamburger under medium. Yeah, most of us will have a hamburger medium or medium well, and some people they go to well, but I've never heard of a rare or medium rare hamburger. Not to say that
I do all the time.
They're not up there.
Well, a lot of times they won't cook it that way.
A
lot of times they will not cook it that way. I know I like a medium rare. I know the missus would like it rare as possible. So, it's, I mean, some people do like it a little less cooked. So, I mean,
Mark's one of those people. Mark likes his burger still mooing.
Well, that's how the missus talks about her steaks, just where good vet can bring it back to life. See, my problem is if you're not careful, you dry out the meat. So
that's why your meat's never dried out. So, Dad, man, this is the perfect combo for your steak tartare. You get egg with your not cooked meat.
I didn't say I like my meat raw, Mark.
that egg. It's just, but it's not a full egg. It's usually the quail yolk for tartare, isn't it?
It does not. It does not matter. It is psychological. I see egg there. I can't get I just can't get past it. It's a thing. Mrs. has tried to get me to eat eggs, ketchup, everything else, whatever it took. Just can't do it.
It's like I can't eat string beans.
Okay, Dad, man. What if I offered you, and I'm not going to, but this is hypothetical.
What if I offered you, but I'm not going to?
I don't have this kind of money, but what if I offered you, let's say, $10,000 to eat an egg?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah.
Oh, all right. What if I offered you $1,000? I'm trying to find out where the
I would. Is. Yeah, I would. Yeah.
500.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's a distaste, but it's not something you can't power through.
Right.
Donnie's here.
Hey, Donnie. How's it going?
And so is Captain James T. Skywalker,
awesome.
And Brian Hepburn.
Yeah, Captain Skywalker has been here for, I believe, for the better part of the stream.
Yeah, and we talked through him asking a question. We're jerks. That's why I was bringing it up.
What was?
I don't know. It's like past now, but we should have paid attention to him when he came and he was like, "Hey, what about blah blah?"
All right. Well, I'm going to scroll and find his question, and I will.
Yes, please.
Although I do like Jeffrey's. What did it do for a sequel to Stripes? Plaids.
That was a good one. Yep.
Captain James T. Skywalker. I got it. It's the last thing I see from him. because he is Mark of the Brave was another comment from the good captain.
Good.
And I'm scrolling. Keep them doggies scrolling. Ride. Oh, nice.
I'm getting hungry.
I don't see a question from Captain. A couple of comments.
Did he take it down?
A couple of comments, couple of jokes.
And maybe he took it down. Captain James T. Skywalker.
Captain He's mighty
Skywalker.
morphin like a Power Ranger, says Donnie. Hope you're well. Yep, doing good. Yep.
Okay, well, he's posted a new question now. And now it's, can we please talk about cooked food?
Yeah, I second that. I second that comment, Captain. And he is the captain, after all.
Zombie apocalypse crew. That's what all these people are.
Right.
Has anybody, I don't know why I've just thought of this. Has anybody seen the Key and Peele skit about the racist zombies?
No.
Nope.
Oh, it's so funny. It's set in like a suburban neighborhood, during a post-apocalyptic. The only people in the town are zombies walking around, and this black guy's walking down the street, and he's really scared. And every time a zombie sees them, they turn the other way. Zombies in a car lock their car door, and another black guy comes up. Black guy comes up and goes, "No, man, it's cool. These are racist zombies. Come on, we're barbecuing." And they're just like completely not afraid of the zombies. Anyway, sorry.
Wow. I hate Jordan Peele, but that is funny.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they're both kind of, but they have some very funny skits.
Yep.
No problem, Captain James T. Skywalker. Skywalker.
Well, we can shift gears because I'm going to be headed to Comic-Con next Sunday.
Oh,
NYC.
no way.
Yeah, Captain James T. Skywalker, your Seahawks scored a lot of points today.
Can I please see the roster?
No.
Please.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to check. Yeah, to see.
Do it.
Yes, let's do it. Yep. Oh, Ralph Macchio is going to be there.
Picture that photograph, only 40 years old.
He doesn't age. So let's see. Guest of honor, Brandon Fraser. Cool guy.
Cassandra Elvira, she's an idiot.
Elvira. Wow. Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, Christopher Lloyd.
Oh.
Michael J. Fox.
And Michael J. Fox.
That's
really cool. Sebastian Stan.
Oscar Isaac.
Tiny guy, but a very, very nice guy. Sebastian Stan is very cool.
These are guests of honor, okay, and then featured guests.
Featured guests.
You see that video that Star Wars girl made about meeting Shatner and stuff?
Yeah, she changed her name.
No, it was on Twitter later, but yeah, he met her, and she said she she was all dressed in that really hot cosplay she was wearing. He was behind this kind of they had him behind a glass thingy or whatever, but she blinked or something, so they had to take the picture over again. And she said, "I'm sorry." He said, "I'm not." Shatner's the dog, even at 90-something years old.
God bless William Shatner. Yeah.
Then,
I'm not.
And then when she posted a picture on Twitter, he said something about how great she was or whatever, but she's called That Star Wars Girl. He said, apparently not. I didn't do my job because you're not called That Star Trek Girl. So she changed it to That Star Trek Girl for him.
Oh,
yeah, so that was great.
And is a sweetie.
Well, do they have enough people named Alex?
Alex Saviuk.
Is this very popular name?
Look at all these. It's like all these.
These
Alexes.
are 2, 4, 6 Alexes.
No, that's like in Yoda Young Propulsion Systems. Everyone's named John.
Oh my goodness, more of them.
Look at all the Alexes.
8 Alexes.
Alex Saviuk's still alive, at least.
Artist Alley is
cosplayers aren't stars. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know why they have. Well, she looks great.
Although
Allison,
she's gorgeous.
I thought that was Wonder Woman.
Star to me, she's gorgeous. So
yeah.
She does look a little bit like Gal.
Might look better.
Might look. Yeah.
Gal's lovely, but
good. Yes. Well, this woman looks stronger.
Yes.
Gal's frail.
This one might actually have the bod for it. Andrew Lee Griffith. Andy Griffith.
Now it's the Andrews. Went from the Alexes to the Andrews.
Yeah, they have an Andrew Griffith there.
Oh, an Andy Griffith. Nice.
Look at her.
Anson Mount will be there.
Barf.
Who's Anson Mount?
He's the
Barf.
guy from that show, West show. What was it called? The Western?
He did Hell on Wheels, and he played
Wheels,
Black
yeah.
Bolt on that stupid Inhuman show.
Yeah.
Then he's on some show called Star Black Filthy Infested Trash Strangled Dude Worms.
Oh, that's sorry. That's the plastic girl from Doom Patrol. What not the
Elastic Girl?
Yeah.
She's
Wow.
lovely. No problem with her.
Art Adams.
Art Adams still with us. Look. I say that because almost all the comic book greats are gone. It's horrible. Ben Barnes.
Yeah, what do they have listed? Oh, they have him with X-Men, Walking Dead. It'll be at Artist Alley.
He never did Walking Dead, did he? Art Adams?
I get. Well, they have him listed as Walking Dead.
Probably did some covers.
Yeah. Bill Plimpton.
No, Bill Plimpton.
Weird Al.
That's weird.
Weird Al. Weird Al music videos and comic. There we go. Bill
Sienkiewicz. Billy Tucci. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't get canceled going there. Little Bob Hall. Oh, Bob's a nice dude.
West Coast Avengers.
He's a nice guy. I mean, yep. I do Hungry Boy. We got to kick a saying Plimpton. Britt Baker, whoever she is.
Wrestling. Where's she gonna be an artist alley? Oh, photographs. Yeah. See, now last year most people were not there yet. Oh, there were actually, Donnie. There were Power. I met met the Red Ranger last year. He was signing autographs at Comic-Con. I was just walking down like, there's the Red Ranger.
Oh yeah, Tucci's alive there, Hungry Boy. He just doesn't he own Dynamite now?
I can't remember, but definitely was not crowded. Last year was not crowded. Most of the guests had canceled, and you had to wear face coverings and show proof of vaccination. Not getting into that here, but just saying that's what he had to do. Yep, Claremont was there. Saw Claremont there last year.
I'm surprised there were like a million words under his name. Like his writing.
Yeah.
Verbose.
Yeah.
That's a Chris Claremont verbosity joke. Oh, Chuck Wendig. Ugh. Oh, what a wiener head
guy. Oh yeah.
Wiener head.
Chlamydia Gray. Oh no.
Wiener head.
But he's a wiener head.
Oh wait, can you go back up, Mark?
Sure.
Yeah, stop right there. That one in the corner. So she has. I think she's the one that I've seen before. Does that say Star Wars novels?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think wasn't she Star Trek or somehow involved or something?
No, she writes for this new stupid Lucas Story Group, much these idiotic, horrible new Star Wars Disney crap novel, garbagey, filthy trash. Pucoid,
there was one writer. There was one writer. I got confused. That did come from the Star Trek universe over into the Star Wars and gave like the "Live Long and Prosper" salute when they said something. It was like, what? It's like
I'm not sure if it's Chlamydia Gray though.
It may not be. It's somebody that looked like her, but yeah.
I don't know who.
Share your feelings with it, Chloe.
Well, Dan Harmon's going to be there, Rick and Morty creator.
Oh my goodness, that looks like it's mugshot.
Oh gosh, yeah, I agree.
Dude, that's a bad joke, but if people know something about him, you'll know.
I don't know. All I know is we got Rick or Morty. We got both of them in Fortnite now.
Oh my God, Dana Schwartz.
Yeah.
You walk up and tell her how great She-Hulk is. Your She-Hulk show's so good, Dana.
Shut up.
You mean She-Hump?
Yeah, She-Hump. Your She-Hump show is so good, Dana.
Yeah. It's not meant for you, toxic boy.
Oh, Dana
Well, it's
Radcliffe
meant
is
for
gonna be
me,
there.
and I think it's crap too.
Daniel Crapcliffe. No, it's meant for like 20-year-old future cat ladies.
Well, you know, Daniel Radcliffe played in a movie recently that had Sandra Bullock in it, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a treasure hunting. She was a romance writer and movie. He did a good job in a comedy movie like that.
I know what you're talking about. So it has that idiot.
Yeah,
who's it?
That guy.
Guy, I can't think of his name, that I can't stand, Magic Mike dude or whatever.
Yeah, that guy that looks stupid.
Channing Tatum.
Yes.
I know it's Channing Tatum, but I can't help it.
Yeah, exactly. I thought Radcliffe was good in that. Definitely. Chatham is becoming like a very pigeonholed type actor. He's like playing the same character now everywhere, it seems like.
This girl on Doom Patrol is gorgeous. Yeah,
yeah, this Diane Guerrero and her and I need to have a conversation or two. I'm saying.
Okay.
We're only in the D's. Oh, Donnie Cates.
That's about what I figured he would look like.
DMC's there. What happened to Run?
What?
Yeah, but Mark, what happened to Run? Because apparently DMC's going to be there. I'm trying to figure out why he
Run's walking. Now they're Walk DMC.
Oh.
They are. They're actually Walker.
Walker. Ooh. Emma Cooper. Was she any relation?
She must.
The Cooper family. Okay.
I guess. I'm just a guess. Erica Durance is going to be there.
Erica and Durance and I are going to have a conversation. Just saying.
Smallville, and she was on Supergirl. She played the mom on Supergirl. Yep.
She was Lois
I think we showed that scene with when she's wearing the bikini walking out of the ocean there.
Yes, and at that point we needed to have a conversation. Just saying. Yeah. I don't think I'm being unreasonable here.
Well,
Evan Rachel Wood and I need to have a conversation.
Weird Al Yankovic's story. Yep.
Weird Al.
I guess it's a Weird Al panel. I guess I got to see on Sunday what panels are happening.
Oh, Weird Al will be there. That'd be great.
Ironheart. There we go. Fabian.
Oh, he's a wiener head too. Good. I can't stand Fabian. He's a garbage writer. Frank Cho. Frank, you're being a dumbass lately, dude. You didn't understand what side you're. Oh, Frank Miller.
Oh, he'd be an artist alley.
Well, Frank's getting so old, dude. You better go. If you haven't met him yet, man.
I'll try. I'll try if I can get there. I wonder how big the line is. It's probably gonna be $100 to sign something.
Yeah, sure.
All I know, my exposure to Frank Miller was Sin City, the movie when it came out, and that was really that noir. That was a very bizarre movie for me to watch. It was interesting, though.
It is, though. Yeah, it is. Very bizarre.
Eric Capallo.
I'm all. Claude says I'm all talk, but you're all type.
So true.
Some of these artists are just so amazing to watch, even if you don't know who the artist is. Just that when they draw and they create and they're doing these sketches, some of these guys, it's really fun to watch. Yep.
I think Helen and I need to have a conversation.
Humberto Ramos.
You like him? I don't have that too much in his art.
Well, some of his stuff is good. Ice-T and Coco are going to be there.
Well, I don't need to talk to Ice-T, but I do need to talk to Coco. Just saying. Ice can sit back. He's fine. Ivan Reyes, he's a good artist.
Detective Comics. Yep.
I hope Don Perlin's going to be there, so Hunger Boy will want to go.
Well, Jay Lee will be there. I really don't like his art, but some people love his style.
I'm not big of a fan of Jay Lee either.
But yeah. Jamie Lee Curtis. They're having a Halloween panel. That's why I kept saying Halloween. Yep.
The 94 Jamie Lee Curtis and I need to have a conversation.
Did you ever see the movie Perfect?
I don't think so. I know of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Was she perfect in that?
Yeah, it was like a aerobics movie in the 80s with John Travolta. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What the hell is that?
It was just an excuse to get Jamie Lee Curtis in the leotards for
No, I just mean that guy's face. What did he do to his face?
I guess he put tattoos on him.
Coloring on yourself, or
cover artist.
He wants to play baseball. He's trying to play baseball.
Well, look at this Javi Fernandez. That's even worse. Look, he looks like Spawn.
He does look just like Spawn, doesn't he?
I heard. Okay, cute people. It's 10:30, and I promised my husband I would only do this for an hour. So I'm gonna bounce. But
thanks for stopping by.
Well, thank you for having me. I love this show and I love hanging out with all of you. And it's so nice to be invited. And I don't get here as much as I'd like to because Sunday is family day, but I really love you guys. And thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, thank
Love
you.
you,
And
number
then
one. Have a
everyone,
good week.
It was
and
an honor
everyone
to be on
purchase
here with you.
Raquel's. Everyone
Raquel.
purchase Raquel's short stories. They're
Oh,
they're
you don't
not
have to say
expensive.
that.
They're I always got to do that.
You're so sweet.
It's always going in my stream element spot too. So that's
There's the link right there.
And you know what a good trick is? You happen to have Prime, and you delay your delivery. Like you picked a week later, you get free credits. So you get like $2 or $1 for digital purchases. So that's a good way to get
Hey,
for free.
that's great advice and
See?
incredibly sweet of you. That's not necessary when I'm hanging out with my friends, but I do
No,
love you
come
and
on, always gotta
appreciate it
plug
very
your
much.
friends. Yep.
Shout out
So-
to everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone in the panel. You guys are amazing company. You guys are wonderful friends. I love you, Clubby. Good night, honey.
Love you. Have a good one.
Good night. Say hi to
Good
Andrew
night.
Hip. Take care.
Good night, Raquel.
Bye.
Oh, now the show's in big trouble.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
not here too now since she's gone. I mean, what's the point? No, I'm just
What's the point?
Agreed.
no, I am gonna be a short timer here because I'm
That's okay.
I got
I'm
you.
gonna
Oh
spend
yeah,
some time.
we're just gonna go through this, and I think
I didn't
we'll.
get to rag on Jeff Loeb yet. To hell with him.
Yeah.
Sorry. Jim
Jim
Shooter.
Shooter.
Mr. Popular.
Mm-hmm. Started writing
After he-
comics at the age of 13 years old.
Anybody like that guy though?
Kind of a love-hate thing. He really ruined Marvel in the 80s. He's did some great stuff before that and some great stuff after it with Valiant, but he is a no. I have a lot of problems with him too. It's very different. I know Hunger Boy loves him.
Quesada.
Not.
See, now last year there were no big players there. There was no Marvel. There
Yeah,
was no
Rubenstein.
DC. No Image. I'm assuming everyone's back this year. I mean, the show
Mhm.
was actually a nicer show last year because you didn't have as many.
A lot of comics people.
Yeah, it was all
He's great.
booked. Yeah, it was all. Oh, John Glover, he's amazing. God.
Yeah, he is great. Do you have your Wolverine miniseries? Go get him Miller to sign it and then Rubenstein to sign it. And Claremont, they're all there.
They're all there, right? Yeah.
Cost you
I
a
guess
bunch,
if you bring the book, you pay obviously, and then they sign it. Yeah. I should dig those
bring
out.
the trade.
Oh, the trade is a good one to sign, right? Yeah.
Hey, Clobby, there's a Cajun
sir.
dude. There's a Cajun dude there.
John Abear.
Oh, wait. Oh, I was going to ask anybody else to pronounce
John
his name.
Herbert.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Abear. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow, that's he's from Louisiana too. He's got to be.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Well,
New
possible.
Orleans. New Orleans.
No,
New Orleans is a small part of Louisiana, and nobody says Nolans
I know.
Nobody from there anyway.
without getting mugged.
I'm just trying to help Mark pronounce it right. He's from up north, so.
Well, let's see who.
I don't know most of these names.
Me either.
Well, a lot of people just sign up if they got an independent book, and they'll just buy a seat at Artist Alley and try to hit it big.
I guess that's what's happening because.
Artist Alley is massive there. I mean, it's like you could spend like 6 hours just walking through Artist Alley. If you tried to talk to people, you just got to pick, who you want to see. Like Kevin Eastman was there last year, just sitting down. No one was talking to him.
It's Kevin McGuire.
I'm like, is that really Kevin? I'm like, that's Kevin Eastman. Why is no one talking to him?
No one's talking to him?
Yeah, it was like a break or something, or it was like, wait a minute.
Kevin McGuire went to the Salt Lake Comic Con a few years ago, and I was the only one who talked to him.
Wow.
Nobody knew who he was. Neil Adams, very few people know who he is anymore. They only know
Charles
he's-
Jansen. There's some old guys are here.
Oh, Kristen Crook from Smallville.
Oh, I need to have a conversation with her.
I was about to say that, but I guess you've taken her from me. Yeah, you got dibs.
Somebody,
you got dibs.
somebody had to.
You got dibs there.
That is a
Weeks.
beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about Leanne?
Lee Weeks is great artist.
Craig. I mean, she needs to have a conversation too.
Our boy Mark C. really liked Lee Weeks as an artist.
He did, yeah, I thought it was good. I
He was pretty
think
cool.
it's good, yeah.
Oh, look, Lauren Lester there. He was on my show once.
Oh, cool.
He was
Wow.
I'm with him. It was a Batman special show that we were doing, and Flash. So kind of I had Carlos and Flash and I were on my old show BTR, and Flash used to interview him all the time. And he says I got a special guest star for you, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. So we didn't know. And right in the middle of a story that Carlos was telling, he stopped and Flash. Here we got our guest, and he told us. And Lauren comes in there and says, "Wait a minute! I want to hear the rest of that story. Wait a minute!" And you can tell his voice. We had to guess who he was because he does the voice of Robin on the animated series.
Oh, cool.
He's a known like a character actor, really cool dude.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Yep. Wow, this is gonna be a crowded show this year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these people I don't recognize. No offense, but yeah. And what's fun too is when you're walking by, you'll see people's art too. So like some of these artists you don't
Wait a
know,
minute.
then you just walk by and
Can you go back
you'll
down?
notice their.
Back up. Okay, Megan, Laura, and I are gonna have to have a talk as well. That's right.
Lara Croft, yep, artist alley, yep.
Really, Clabby?
You don't like that? No, she's a cutie. But I like Laura.
Oh, Mick Foley's gonna be there.
If you've seen her as Lara Croft, though.
Yeah,
Michelle
What else
Gomez.
are her-
The Master's gonna be there.
Who?
I am?
Michelle Gomez.
Yeah, and from
She's a sweetie.
and
She's
from
a good actress.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch show. She was on too. Yep.
Could you go back up a little
Which-
bit? Oh, I'm sorry. Michael Golden there. So you need to go get him to overcharge you again.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bring some. I bought so much stuff from him over the years. So
Uncle
last
Boy
few
likes
years.
Uncle Boy likes Gomez,
she's
not Gomez
great, yeah.
Adams.
And
Michelle
Mick Foley
Gomez.
too. Mindy Kaling.
Oh my gosh, she's there.
She's playing Velma.
Okay.
All right. All of these people I do not know.
No, Nick Spencer. What a punk.
Oliver Coppell.
What a punk weed. Not Oliver. I mean Nick.
No, Oliver's good. Yeah, I like Oliver. Aquaman will be
More
there.
to go.
Wow. Yeah, it tells you what they are. Like he said, obviously cosplay central. I guess they didn't have that last year. I guess they have a whole
Rachel Lee
cosplay.
Kirk's always been a cutie.
Yep. Fantastic Four. Ralph Macchio.
A lot of Rachel's.
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio.
Wonder when he's going to be there. Yep. Thursday, Friday, I'll miss him. Yep. R.L. Stein, the Goosebumps. So that's perfect for Halloween.
You get your goosebumps.
All days, yep.
Oh,
Rob
your boy,
Liefeld.
Rob Leftfield.
He was popular, yeah. He was pretty nice.
He's
to
a
me,
nice
yeah.
guy.
Yep.
Here, just don't ask him to draw your feet. Ryan Otley.
Otley, yep.
Walking
Yep.
Dead. Invincible, I mean, sorry.
Watch it, Clobber Times.
What?
I'm just laughing, joking. No, I'm just laughing. I can hear
I
you.
think Sarah Thompson might need a discussion there.
Sarah Thompson.
One of us is line panel Thursday. I
Okay.
won't be there. Yeah.
I like Sarah. I don't know who she is, but I like her.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why you need to have a conversation, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Simon Bisley, he was okay. Weird.
S's here.
Mm.
We're up to the S's, so yep. Probably
just
not
saw-
too many.
Oh, no, are we?
I just saw Hungry Boys comment that they used to refer to Jim Shooter as Lurch.
This really is a huge. Guest list. I've been to Celebration and things, and dang, this is a lot of people.
Yeah,
even,
but I
even
haven't heard of
MegaCon
most
in
of them.
Orlando. Yeah, I think even MegaCon in Orlando.
Yeah, I used to go to
doesn't have
MegaCon
this
sometimes. It's been a long time, but
yeah,
I mean that was like 2003 or something.
Oh wow, that is a while.
But I met John Romita Sr. at that one. McFarlane.
McFarlane will be there, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday. SpongeBob.
King, oh my God.
Tom Kenny, yeah, I've seen him somewhere before. We saw him live.
Soy Boy.
Oh, Superboy is going to be there. Tom Welling.
Well, I'm telling.
He was also on Lucifer. Yep. He's a big dude now. He's been pumping up. He should.
He was always pretty big.
Yeah,
he was always in shape.
And then other Superman's there. Yeah,
Tyler Nostrils.
And Weird Al, virtual panel
Tyler.
experience.
Yeah, that's probably he's probably
on
the
Sunday.
only.
Oh shit! I'll be there on Sunday.
The shortest Superman. Hey, Al!
I'll have to try to go to that panel. That'd be. I got to see one. Let me see view schedule.
That's right, Al. You lost. Now, let me tell you what you didn't win.
It's funny you're thinking about that, Clobby, because I'm thinking of something else. They're not here for you, Frank. What? Weird Al was on the plane.
Yeah, well, I think it was on the plane.
Sting will be there.
Love it.
Oh, canceled. No, these are the canceled. Oh,
Sting?
Dan Slott. I was gonna.
No, you get to go meet Dan Slott again.
I missed him 2 years ago. I was gonna go talk to him.
Well, there he is.
No, but he's
canceled.
canceled.
That's canceled, Clobby.
He does need to be canceled.
And Adam Kubert's not there. Oh,
He's all for cancel culture, so.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Felicia Day canceled.
Freddie Prinze Jr. is a twit jerk off too.
Who's Felicia Day?
Critical Role, the Guild.
She got famous for being a fangirl.
Yeah, and Nathan Fillion with the
Captain.
the
Dr.
movie
Horrible.
Dr. Horrible. Yep, thank you.
The musical. Yeah, that was pretty good. There you go.
They canceled. All right, so let's see.
Well, I guess so. There you go. You going? What is that? This
I'm going on Sunday. Yep. So let's see when Weird Al's going to be. Yeah, so he's going to be there 4 to 5 p.m.
Oh yeah, man. Gotta go to that.
Let's get weird. Yeah.
1 hour. Wow.
Empire Stage. So
right,
some of these you have to get tickets for.
Gentlemen, I'm out of here. I'm going to spend some time with Maddie. So have a good night.
Good night,
brother.
Steve.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure being had. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night on Clobby's channel. All right.
Take care, Steve.
Hi, buddy. Be good,
Like
man.
Take care. Take care.
Yeah.
So here we go. Weird
So
Al
did they have
Yankovic.
tickets? I mean, I'm sorry, Mark. Did they have tickets for a lot of the big events, or?
Well,
or
you have
is
to
it first
go
come, first
there,
served?
and you have. Last year wasn't that crowded. Now, like I went to like the Star Trek. They had Kate Mulgrew there. They had the Prodigy panel, and originally you had to get online to get tickets, but then no one wanted tickets, so they just opened it up for free to everyone who wanted to go see it. So, so some of these events, like if this is really popular, you have to go get a ticket. It's free, but you have to wait online to get a ticket to watch it. So, like this would be a fun panel. Like I did the Orville panel in 2019. No, I haven't seen it.
Is it out yet?
Oh, free on Roku channel this November 4th.
Okay.
So basically, your line is fighting for a ticket online to get that. So then,
yes.
See, because I like that idea, because what happened when we met, when we got in the theater years ago to see George Lucas, was it was all first come, first serve. So we're at 2:15 in the morning, and the missus is sleeping on the concrete next to me because she went with me to see Lucas in the stadium. So this is a pretty good way to do it, though.
Yeah. So what you could do too, if you get digital access for $22, access to all video on demand panels, some Empire main room, and so like you could watch that panel probably. I'm guessing members only and general contact from Popverse. Price includes ticket fee. So I guess that's so you can get all the panels. Like, say, I bought the ticket, so then I guess I could buy this. So you could watch the video demand panels, I guess, from and then get merchandise too. There's always kind of swag that they're selling and different things. So the show started in 2006. So let's see if they have. Let's see, buy tickets, guests, explore, exhibitor list. Let's just look. Let's see who's going to be there. Let's just see if Marvel's going to be there. It was last year. Marvel was not there. Marvel Snap.
Wow.
I'm assuming it doesn't say Marvel.
Nope.
Huh.
There's Marvel Snap.
DC.
Snap.
So I wonder if they're giving up on the show. Diamond Select Toys. Oh, that'll be good. They have all these specials and con exclusives and things to spend your money on. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Mini Mates DVD box set. Like stuff like this is kind of cool. You can get like just at the convention. And then they also have let's see here if we do merch. Yeah, so they have all kinds of stuff, of course, at Comic-Con. Official shirts. Usually it's a cool Marvel shirt. And back when there was a Marvel booth, they would have like a con exclusive. Yep. Oh, Jill's here. Hey, Jill.
Hey, Jill.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting take. I only watched that first episode, but I haven't watched. The ship looks gorgeous, I have to say. The ship and
I've never seen it.
And Prodigy. I really like that.
Hard to believe that was a year ago now that you went.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about it on the show right when you got back that night.
Yeah, I had all the I had a bazillion slideshows. I think I kept you on for 8 hours or something. Well, let's see what panels are. Yeah, we're gonna go just a little bit more, but let's see. I gotta plan my panels anyway. So let's see what panels. I'm gonna be there Sunday. So let's see if I do Sunday search. Photo selfie. Geeks Out. Oscar Isaac. Woman of Marvel.
Hey, there's one for you.
Sunday morning tea with two Highlanders and a Lord. Outlander fans, yep.
Hey, Highlander 2, right?
Yeah. Star Wars stories. Frank Miller presents Pandora. That's going to be 10:30 a.m. All right. So then that would be 408. So these are all the different panels. DC Gotham City panel.
You didn't say Highlander too, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Where?
Just for Mark. No, I made a joke about two
really?
Highlanders. I had made a joke.
There's no Highlander too.
Oh, look, Ben Grimm, The Thing versus E.T. Oh, 40 Years of Aliens. We love him. I knew. I'm just kidding.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
John Carpenter, of course.
Yeah.
Well, John Carpenter's thing is far superior to E.T.
Tiny Towns, yep. So these are all Galactic Tales.
Good night, Das Wolfen.
Take care, Das Wolfen. Thanks for stopping by. Yep. Christopher Lloyd's going to be there Sunday from 11 to 1. Oh, and then you can buy. Yeah, he buys the merch and then photo op. Muppets Mayhem. Anson Mount 11 to 1.
You got a Mount?
Wait, go back up, Mark. Go back up real quick to the Muppets, real quick.
Yeah.
It focuses on the legendary Electric
Mayhem Band.
No, the Electric Mayhem. Okay, the band. Okay.
Okay, so they're gonna have a panel, yep, from 11 to 1. See, then you got to decide too. Like you can go sit through a panel. Sometimes it's good because you just got to get off your feet for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, yeah.
Rachel Lee Cook's with John Glover, yeah. So they're there from 11. Yeah, they do 2 hours. I guess they're having the Smallville people there all together, Hall 1A, which makes sense. Yeah, 11 to 1. You can buy your photo up there. Yep.
Erica Durant.
Yeah, we're scouting the Comic-Con so we can design a way better Clavicon. Yeah. Let's see how. Wow, there's a lot of
Victoria
people.
Alonso.
A lot of people there.
I don't know, Hungry Boy. Maybe she does have a panel.
Mick Foley's going to be there from 11 a.m. to 11:20 a.m. He's going to be there for 10 minutes. Wait a minute.
Wow.
How does that? Wait a minute. That's a typo. This is all
That's quite a
typos.
panel there, man.
Brendan Fraser, 11:10 to 12:10. It must be 12. It's got to be 12:10, I guess.
It's better. It's a photo op. It's like
a split panel.
He'll put an X.
Oh, Magic Treehouse. You guys remember Magic Treehouse? The TV show? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Kids grew up on that one.
Yeah. Tom Kenny. Mick
Oh, you need to
Foley.
go get that for Clobby, though. Get an autograph from Mark Kenny.
Wow. Star Wars stories. Human Autobots roll out. Check next to heroes. PC and console free play. Yeah. Yeah, they have games you can go play. Oscar Isaac. And not Moon Knight. Let's see. Coco photo up. There you go, Clobbering Times. Coco for Ice-T and Coco photo up. 12:30 to 12:40 p.m. It's got to be a mistake.
Coco?
Yeah, the Ice-T and Coco. That was Ice-T's girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Donnie says he's going to give Earth Spark a try. Yep. Yeah, K-pop at a Comic-Con arc. Yeah, it's not really a Comic-Con anymore. Yeah, Brandon Fraser. It's more of a Hollywood con with comics thrown in on the side.
Yep.
Erica Durance will be there. Oh, she's staying at 250. Yep. They double and they have this on like 2 or 3 times. It's like the worst list.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see what the panels are.
Yep.
What are you looking for?
Just to see who's there, like, what kind of big panels are there. Sorry if this is boring, guys, but yeah, I'm just trying to see.
Remembering George
Perez. George Perez, yes. Like that I might go to. Yep, so I'm going to copy.
Looking at one for Neil Adams also.
Let's see what they do. But yeah, I'm going to make a Comic-Con. Because you kind of plan out your day when you go there. So you kind of see, like, here are the panels that you might want to go to. And like this is kind of like a promo thing. Like, you can just go to the booth. I mean, unless you're huge. I mean, Diamond Select is some awesome stuff. But
like Jill said, not boring. Who do you think you're talking to? We love this stuff, you big turnip head.
Thank you, Jill.
And don't be a turnip head.
Yeah. Well, this is the way they have these listed. I think they've been listing some of the same people over and over. So, and if you're there one day too, then if you want to take, take your time, it takes an hour to go meet people. Then that's an hour. You can't walk the con floor either. So I guess. They're not listing the Weird Al panel here, which is strange, too. Tom Kenny.
They make some of these sites, they're supposed to be helpful. They just make them so confusing.
Yeah, it's just crazy, yeah.
I stole that one, by the way, Jill. Turnip Head is from Blackadder.
See, like here's gonna be a big one. Yeah, Doom Patrol will be on the main stage. So that's a panel on Doom Patrol and Titans. I love Doom Patrol. Well, first season was good. Second season was crazy, but so Brendan Fraser will be there. Very cool. So that could be a cool panel to go to.
But like you said, you have to look at the options and see what it is the key things you want to do, especially if you're going for one day. You really do need to plan ahead. If you were going for multiple days, you could kind of take things, slower.
Yeah.
You've got more time to see the floor and all, but one day you don't.
Yeah, like Smallville group photo op. I mean, that'd be pretty. If you're a huge Smallville fan, obviously they plan it out. At the end of the day, they get the whole group together. That's pretty cool. Yep. Oh, here we go. Let's get weird. Location Empire Stage. So that's the Weird Al one.
Okay.
So better copy that description, my friends. So we kind of plan out what we're gonna do. Let's see. That was the one I wanted to check. Was on Sunday. So yeah, you're there for, like you said, one day. Then you don't have a chance to do everything you want to do. But after walking around for all that time, just sometimes like I just want to sit in any panel right now that I can. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Indeed, hungry boy. Hey, Brian Hepburn, by the way, good to see you.
Oh, this is gonna be cool. Yep. So Cosplay Central Showcase. So that's always a lot of fun to go to too. To see there's some incredible cosplay there. And I never did my other video. I was supposed to do my slideshows. I did day one, or my part one. I should just finish those slideshows and then do the other ones. I never finished them yet. All right. So that's all the panels. That day, of course, there's all kinds of panels. Let's just look at the maps here.
Yeah.
See what the map of the. So here's to give you guys an idea. Here's Artist Alley. That's in the basement. They keep all the artists in the basement, right? Right, Hungry Boy. That's where artists should be. Yep. Yeah, it looks. Yeah, by time too. So you keep seeing people over. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they were showing them. Yeah, for the not listing them one by one, which is crazy.
There's only one floor for the show.
Yeah, so this is Artist Alley. So if you go to look them up, so this is just rows and rows. So I guess if you click on this, then you can see, who they'll give you the row and the number. So usually the more popular artists are in this section, but. And then let's see here. And this is the main show floor. Wow. So let's see who's big here, guys. Let's zoom on in. So we've got Crunch. Oh, here's Marvel. Okay, Marvel's back. All right. I figured Marvel will be back. And we've got IDW. You can see how big IDW.
Table Marvel's back.
Yeah. I don't see DC. Where's DC?
I'd be there.
Last year, DC was. They had like an outside area for DC, like outside the con, and then they had like you could go to another place. Yeah, Dragon Ball. Yeah. We need a basement rush mushrooms, not like they feed us. Yeah. Oh, and then Clobbering Times. Tell me which Funkos you'd like.
Look how big One Piece is. Can you go back over?
Wow. Yep. Let me get rid of this thing on the side here.
Wow. Oh, good enough. One Piece U.S. tour. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were saying?
Well, let me know, because look at Funko, the whole Funko section there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Where?
Right here. Look how big Funko is.
Where?
On the left.
I don't see it.
Let me take Hungry Boy's comment off here. Oh, see Funko?
Oh, ugh.
How big that is, yeah.
That's disgusting.
So we got Funko, and we got Pop Minded. They're cool because they got some good ornaments there. That I got to see what they've. They're Hallmark, so they have exclusive ornaments
eBay?
Usually. eBay's got a booth there.
What? It says one.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah. What are they doing?
The booth?
How do they do? Big booth.
Mm.
Midtown Comics, of course, the famous shop there. But Pop Minded is, I got some. That's where I got my Mirror Enterprise ornament.
Yep.
You betcha. Get that as an exclusive. Yep.
You betcha, Phantom Outsider. I do. So no DC, or they're just gonna be outside. No, there's CGC.
Last year, DC was out like in the concourse, and they were giving you sending you to another build. I don't know why they were doing it. I guess they're going bust now. Oh, look at CGC, how big they are now.
CGC. What do they got at their table? Just a bunch of slab comics?
Yeah, that's remember I had all those great pictures of like, Detective 27. Yep. Someone buy Klobby a Mirror Cure Funko. I think you want that, Hungry Boy. Yeah.
No.
Crunchyroll's
I'll send it to
two
you.
sections. Yep. And
Crunchyroll big.
And Donnie is saying, fellow YouTuber of mine named Drew, also known as Cobra Kai Kid, will attend this year's NYCC. Very cool. Yep. Yeah. So I don't know if anyone in the audience here is going, but it's always fun to meet up. If Clyburn Times is probably flying up, I think to talk to all those people he wanted to talk to, right? That you're mentioning.
Well, Erica gets upset when I don't show up, so
yeah.
Erica Durant, so I'll be there.
And then here is then they've got the another room, Artist Alley. They've got the main stage. Yeah, so this is where when they're having one of those big panels, you go.
Oh, look, they got the all gender restrooms.
Yep.
All gender restrooms. I'm so relieved, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Empire Stage. Oh, there's North Java. This place is massive, so you got to figure out where you're gonna go. And then they have a food court, of course, which is fun just to sit in the food court and just watch people walk by. There's some amazing costumes. So
you're riding a train in there, or what?
Yeah, I usually take Metro North and
just you,
and then just go with my buddy and his son, and then he meets his brother usually in the city, and then we go for the day. Yep. And then usually we it closes I think at 5 or 6, so usually just like last year, like we're so tired, we're just going on the train. We're not even going to get food tonight. We're just going home and going to sleep. Yep. So yeah, look, I guess it's a full blown show this year. Despite the vid, it's presented by Comicology, which their app sucks.
Yes, it does.
Hell with them. Yep. So yep. So I guess you can still buy. Maybe you can buy tickets. You had to buy these way ahead of time, but it's if you really wanted to go.
These advanced tickets.
Yeah, they're advanced, but usually they sell out. But I guess if you really wanted to go, you could try to see if there's tickets available. So yeah, it's a lot. No, it's a lot of fun. So
yeah,
the cosplay is really cool there too, and it's a fun group. It's like, these are my people. It felt really fun. Hey, Rod Thunderheart, how's it going?
Thunderheart.
Great to see you. But I think we're gonna. Sorry, Rod just got here, but I think we're gonna wrap her up because I gotta get to work tomorrow. I gotta get up early to make apple pancakes again. No.
Oh, jeez.
I gotta make eggs for Dad, man. I gotta send you some eggs.
Oh, jeez. No, thank you. Send them to Klobby.
Send them to Klobby. Yep.
Klobby's a growing boy.
Yes, sir.
So I'll let you guys know what I have during the week. I've got Tuesday. We're doing on Nick's channel, Toxic Tuesday. We're doing Dirty Harry. So that's the Toxic Tuesday. Although we were wondering why we weren't doing Halloween movies for the month, but we're doing Dirty Harry. Maybe we're gonna pivot to a Halloween movie. We'll see what happens. Yep. And then of course Thursday I'll be on with the Clubhouse, and I guess Saturday Night Star Trek is the end of the season, so that'll be fun for that last 2 episodes, and then talking about the end of the season. And of course we'll be back Sunday. I'll be at Comic-Con all day, so look for my Twitter feed for any cool stuff, and then I'll be on hopefully not too exhausted. We'll do go over what I got to see at Comic-Con, so looking forward to that. So what you got going, Clobbering Times?
Well, get 2 shows tomorrow night, of course. J-Man and I at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be doing a Klobby's Classic Comics review. DC Comics presents number 26, Superman and the Spectre. And
nice.
Looking forward to that. Then, of course, the usual comics, Mark C. Comics Talk at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Tuesday, if I get a chance, I'll kind of joined up with on Midnight's Edge, going there at 7 with Tom and the gang, if I can make it. And Wednesday night, I'll have the standard Wildcard Wednesday night talk at 9, and then at 9 the next night, Thursday night, it'll be the Clubhouse with you and Raquel, that's issue number 50 at the Clubhouse. A landmark.
Nice.
And of course, I'm with Nick and the gang usually on Friday nights at 8:30. And then Saturday night, Star Trek. 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. 2 episodes left of season 2. Then we'll overview, of a review of the whole season as a whole. So there you go, buddy. And thank you for having me
Look
on.
forward to that. Yeah.
And hail to the chat there. Thank you all for being here with us.
Great night as usual. And Dad, man, you've been streaming like crazy. So what you got coming up for the week?
Oh, wow. I need to get onto something of a schedule. Well, let me first stop and talk about what happened today, because I'm trying to do more than just Fortnite and football. Well, I did what I call show and tell with Dad Man, kind of like when you do your little videos and show some things. And what I did was being October, brought in some stuff I got from Universal's Horror Nights last year with some glasses and some old Universal monster movie stuff to show that. And then Purple Valkyrie joined me tonight. We went over an hour. It was a wonderful stream. Go check that out. It's on YouTube and Twitch at Dadman Walking 55. I'm trying to do some more of those things sprinkled in until football season's over. But really, the football season will be, our streams are mostly Thursday or Friday night, depending on the guest availability. And then I'll have some Fortnite streams worked in throughout the week at times. So just check Twitter, Dadman Walking 55. To see the latest, because some of it depends on the moment, and trying to make some new things in. And we got this week we'll have another guest, and I believe next week we'll have the great Clobbering Times on the following week. So that's a lot of and then Mark D with a C on Friday night, late night Fortnite, obviously. So
yep.
And then I'm on Amanda Gillum on Twitch. Amanda Gillum presents for Dead by Daylight on Friday nights, usually at 8 or 9. So been busy.
You can hear the Dad Man scream. Yep.
Yeah, I'm learning. Hey, listen, I tell you, learning from running your own stuff, and I'm learning a lot of the stuff that a lot of you creators have said firsthand with time and all kinds of other stuff. So it's a hard job sometimes, but hey,
yep. Someone's got to do it.
Support, and everybody get out there. If you like to love, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. So Mark tells me I get a better name at 100. So let's get there.
Yep. We got to get there. Yep.
Yep.
So, I got the win in fantasy football, 112 to 102.
Yay.
Thank you, Tom Brady, for throwing 2 TDs to Mike Evans. Yep. See, that's where fantasy football gets twisted. The player you don't want to root for.
They still lost. Yay.
It's still lost. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, right? I got my 22 points. But no, really appreciate everyone hanging out here. We had a great time. We got to listen to great music like this. Are we ever going to stop playing that? I don't know.
No.
I don't know, but
no.
There was one pertinent clip. I think we should hear what Dad Man would have had to say about it in the search.
Yeah, what Dad Man would have said about that. Yeah,
let's go for it.
That's the most important thing.
Never that way.
God damn it, Mark! Jeez.
Yep.
No, Dad Man, I'm not sure what the best part of that clip was. When you do that, or the Mark's sinister laugh.
Yes. Mark's got that laugh.
I got the laugh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and the poll. Thank you, Jill. Yeah.
You have a poll?
So let me do a screenshot. Yeah. So which is better, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, or Move Along Home?
Oh, Move Along Home easily.
Yeah. So that one was. now you got to vote. Yeah.
Poll.
Yeah.
How'd the vote turn out? Because last I checked, it was unanimous.
Yeah. So here I'll put it on the. I'll share my screen over here. So we got share screen. Boom, 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 boom. So we've got.
Holy cow! Almost unanimous.
But 4% of people did think that She-Hulk was better than DS9's episode Move Along Home.
Wow.
25 votes.
Okay, going 24 votes.
That would be one
votes.
person. One person voted.
So I'm saying going once, going twice. You're going to close it. I hope everyone voted. Here we go.
One person voted for that
Maybe
one.
they accidentally. Maybe I clicked. Maybe it was me. I clicked on the wrong one. I thought I clicked it, but it moved. The thing jumped or something.
Oh, it rounded down to 3%. So,
wow.
So 25 votes. Yep. So no, that's cool. Yeah. So yep. So we know we answered that question. So 4%. That's heresy. Says hungry boy. Yeah. Hard to believe, right? Yep. Yeah. Move along home was just got to get every vote, right?
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, compared to She-Hulk.
Yeah.
So that's a good show with a bad episode. She-Hulk's just a bad show with nothing good.
I'm still traumatized just to look into those damn costumes. Those things were like, just. I'm a big believer watching stuff for yourself, and I hadn't watched that show, but just seeing the clips, just the costumes speak enough to me.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
You don't need to bother with it.
Yeah.
YouTube can't math. 2% missing. It says jail, right? Yeah. So let me go back into the beginning of the chat here and start thanking everyone. I'm gonna clip the poll. I don't think it saves the poll anywhere. I gotta clip the results. Yeah, but of course this is a pretty obvious one. Yeah, you'd think that YouTube would save the polls for you, but I don't think they do. So we had so Polly's Minion was the first person in the chat, and of course hail, thank you to Mrs. Dadman Walking for letting Mr. Dadman be here.
Yay.
Brian Hepburn was here. Hail to Brian. Phantom Outsider. Of course, Maddie's daddy. Thank you for being on the panel, Steve. Creepy Little Book swung by. Let's see, who else have I got here? I said Phantom. JD Lewis was here. Gap After Dark. And we also have Captain James D. Skywalker. Small Time Republic. The Almighty Sports Show was stopped in and sub. So thank you for the sub.
My good buddy, Richard.
JD Lewis. Let's see. Courtney was here. She couldn't join the panel tonight, but she hung out a little bit in the chat. So thank you, Courtney. Let's see who's the next. Das Wolfen was here, and Minimus was here. Claude Parrish, as Raquel says, and thank you to Raquel for being on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey, or Geoff as I like to call him, my buddy was here for a while. He's probably in bed. Geoff joke, he had some good dingers going. Let's see, who am I mentioned Captain James C. Skywalker. Don't want to miss anyone. Of course, Donnie Pearson's hanging out with us
Courtney
now. Thank you, Donnie.
Right?
Yep, Courtney was here. Yep, Courtney was here for a little bit. She couldn't join the panel though. And of course, the ever awesome Hungry Boy. Needless to say, yep.
Hungry Boy.
Thank you for being here. And I sent you a link to a certain way to see certain things. So I don't know if you figured that out yet, Hungry Boy. But if you do want to install Plex, there's a way you can see certain things that you might be missing. Yep. Let's see here. And of course, Andrew Jill is still in the chat doing maths and wondering what happened to the other 2%. And I think I got everyone. If I missed anyone, it's just because I'm old and slow. Stephen Ransom was here.
Stephen,
how did I miss that? Yeah, Stephen hasn't.
I think he just showed up.
Oh, he just showed up. I was gonna say, how did I miss Stephen being here? Hey, Stephen. I'm just scrolling down the chat. Yeah, check my brains at the door. Yep. Not so smart. Yep. He just got here. Yeah. When you're streaming too, you get you don't want to miss anyone. You don't want to mess that up. So thank you for stopping by. So thank you guys. Thank you, Clobbering Times. Thank you, Dadman. Thank you, everyone else. So everyone have a great, fantastic week. And of course, shout out to all our buddies down in Florida, which we didn't mention tonight, but in depth. But yeah, shout out to all those people. A lot of people lost their lives. Hope those people are going to recover as quick as possible. It was horrific, horrific storm, and nothing more, losing your whole house like that, and losing everything. I know, down your way, people have lost everything in hurricanes, and we're glad the Dad Man clan was okay. But yeah, it's pretty horrific for some people, and of course, the ultimate is losing life in a storm like that. So hope everyone recovers as soon as possible. Thinking of all our buds down in Florida. So,
yep.
All right, everyone. So we'll catch you at the next. We have a special edition of the Geekery. Of course, will be New York Comic Con. Last year, I thought I was going to try to stream from NYCC, but I wasn't that technically skilled. I need Culture Casino to show me how to, or Lorraine to show me how to stream while walking around. But they're good at it. I don't know if I'd be a disaster probably. But,
I'm with you there, Mark.
Yeah. So, but yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to that show and con, I should say, and hopefully have a great day there. So So catch everyone next Sunday, and have a great week.
Night, everybody.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.